Hey, what's good? What's good? Y'all can hear me just fine. Y'all can hear me just fine. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're good. All right, we got the Friday live stream going back up. You know what I'm saying? Have missed the past few weeks. We missed the week before the draft, then we missed because of the draft during the draft that Friday during the second and third round, and then we also missed last week. But man, we came back. Oh, I see Jones. First of all, Jones. I saw Jones. He finally got his Xbox Series X. He just updated. He upgraded. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, man, the Friday stream is back. I'm sorry I was late. Also, Shay being late is completely my fault. I want to get that out the way. I literally just got back. Like, I just walked in my room at 7:55 and hit him up and let him know that we were still going to be doing the show and everything. But like, I was completely the one that's late and everything. But I didn't want to cancel it for another week. So I was like, y'all prefer me to be like 5 minutes late and Shay be 20 minutes late or something like that, rather than us not have a show all week at all. So I made sure we still had a show today and everything. We got Justin first, Christian Miller second, yes, sir. AGM third. Defense is not complete. What's good, Jamin? Yes, sir. Got Jones. We just got to plug in the franchise QB and his lights out. Exactly, bro. We're literally a franchise QB away from potentially being the best team in the NFL. Like, literally. It's literally that's all that's holding us back. Like, the only because our ceiling is 13-4, I would say. And literally what's stopping me from saying 13-4 is Ryan Fitzpatrick going to be consistent. You know what I'm saying? That's all that scares me. Is Ryan Fitzpatrick going to be consistent? But, man, we had a great draft. Other than not getting a franchise quarterback, we had a great draft. We've been killing it in free agency. I've been saying that. That was one of the main reasons we've been so bad for so long. We haven't hit in free agency. And whenever we would go get somebody in free agency, we would overpay them. Now we're getting guys for cheaper than they should cost, and we're getting a lot of them to fill several holes. That's why when you hit in free agency and you fill several holes in free agency, you can go best player available in the draft, and that's how you build a dynasty. Because whenever you're going team needing the draft too much and not going best player available, like 5 years from now, you got a bunch of guys that you technically don't have any holes, but at the same time you don't have any elite players. I mean, just even like Chase Young. We took Chase Young. You know what I'm saying? And we did not have an edge rusher need per se, but Chase Young was the best player available. Of course we had to get him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that we're now attacking free agency. So we're so aggressive in free agency. We're smart, but we're also still aggressive. And that's what allows us to have so much freedom to do whatever we want in the draft and not be like, oh, man, but we really need a corner right now. And there's no like really, really good corners left at this point, but we just need a corner so bad we just got to take a guy. I'm glad we're no longer in that position anymore, man. That's the worst way to draft. Brody, just stop. It's people who think Giants are better on defense. Nah, that's crazy. That's wild. What's good, Jason? You rather have Cam or Fitz? Oh, yeah. Cam, my boy. Cam's my favorite football player of all time, but that's just off of pure Regency bias and everything. You know what I'm saying? The Westlake High School, Southwest Atlanta, all of that. But I do prefer Fitzpatrick, especially for the way we built this offense for Ryan Fitzpatrick. A whole bunch of deep bombs. And just in general, like at this point, I prefer Ryan. Based on what Ryan Fitzpatrick did last season and what Cam Newton did last season, I prefer Ryan Fitzpatrick. Now, who knows? Maybe Cam bounces back, but I would prefer the sure thing in Fitzpatrick. I mean, he's really up and down, but I feel like Ryan Fitzpatrick's floor is higher than Cam's going into this next season. Because, again, Ryan Fitzpatrick is coming off his best season in his career last season with the Dolphins. And I'm expecting him to be even better with us because we have better receivers. We had a better O-line. We should have a better run game. We have better coaches. And we definitely easily have a better defense. So, what's good, King Sean? 25-year-old Cam versus 2015 Fitz. I'm going, oh, yeah, for sure. Cam in his prime is way better than Fitzpatrick ever was in his life. I don't think Cam Newton's going to reach that again. I think he's going to be better this year than last year, but I still think Ryan Fitzpatrick is going to outplay him. Hey, I need to know how Shay feels about Mac Jones. Like I said, Shay's going to come. But again, this stream starting 5 minutes late, Shay probably coming like 15 minutes from now is all my fault. I literally walked in the house into my room at 7:55. I've been outside all day. I was helping cut. I do like landscaping with my granddad in different places. We were doing an apartment building earlier. And then I had to go to Home Depot to get dirt. Then I was outside with my plants. I had to plant a whole bunch of plants and just a whole bunch of random yard work stuff. So I'm just now I literally walked in the house 7:55 p.m. and then scheduled a live stream for 8:05 to give myself 10 minutes and everything. But I mean, I still got to take a shower. I still got to change clothes. Like I'm like I'm just now walking in. Oh, we got a donation, my boy Alexander Wilson. I'm sorry I don't have the sound effects of the normal stream, but I got this. I got the claps. I got the applause, the humble claps. I think it sounds like about 5 to 8 people clapping. Mac Jones is gonna start over Cam. Bet on it. Maybe at some point. I wouldn't bet on it week 1, but at some point definitely. But I mean, Bill Belichick doesn't have a record of starting just drafted QBs week 1. But then again, I mean, he's had Tom Brady for so long. How much of a sample size do we really have to go off? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's kind of, that point's kind of useless because it's such a small sample size. But I still think Cam's going to start. I think Cam is going to outplay Mac Jones in training camp. I think Cam Newton's not going to get better and better over time. I mean, he's aging. He's technically only he's on the decline, whereas Mac Jones could potentially probably only get better. So I feel like at a certain point, Mac Jones better over Cam Newton's worse is Mac Jones going to be above him. But I think right now it's kind of like this Cam Newton, Mac Jones. And I think eventually they're going to meet at a certain point. Maybe sometime in the season, maybe Cam plays his heart out, balls out. I mean, they finally got him tight ends. His best target, I forgot, it was some random advanced statistic of his QBR throwing the tight ends versus every other position. And it was like a huge difference, like throughout his entire career. So now they got him he has the best tight end group in the NFL, the best tight end duo. So I'm expecting him to play really well. What's good, Rodney in the suit, my boy? Yes, sir. Rico always with the plants, bro. I've been outside like crazy. I don't see Belichick throwing out a QB as fast with Cam. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think, and first of all, Mac Jones is an investment. I think that's their long-term guy. They don't want a chance ruining them. I just got back from practice like 30 minutes ago, bro. Yeah, I haven't showered yet. I haven't even washed my face or nothing. I just sat down and got the stream scheduled and started streaming. Rico, you think Trey Lance will start week 1? Honestly, I think he can. I wouldn't bet my life savings on it, but I think he has a much better chance than most people will give him credit for. What's good, Mr. Collins? What's good? Rico, I have your franchise. I have found our franchise quarterback. Who are you talking about? Oh, AGM asks, do I have a Venus flytrap? Yes, I do. I want to get some more. Like, I want to get the tube ones I forgot. Hey, stop. But right now, my Venus flytrap is doing very well. So that may be enough. I have a lot of herbs that like supposedly like repel mosquitoes, spiders, and all of that. But I do want the Venus flytrap to attack everything else, like flies or whatever else that it attracts. Rico, I found out franchise quarterback. Lance is gonna sit. Is Diami the undisputed number 3? Hey, Diami may be good enough to be the number 2. I'm not gonna lie. I love Diami. He may surpass Curtis Samuel. Lance got traded to Washington. The Giants trial Kelvin Benjamin at tight end on National Biscuit Day. You can't make this up. I didn't even think about the National Biscuit Day part. And that's smart to move him to tight end. I still got beef with Kelvin Benjamin, though, with his beef with Cam Newton. It's up there. It's stuck there. How that go? But yeah, so I'm not a fan of Kelvin Benjamin at all. Now he's on the Giants. I got to hate him even more. Same, I just got back from boxing training like 20 minutes ago. Boxing training? Okay, that boy J-Mon not playing. But if you're asking, I've been at it for like 9 months. That was my next question. I was like, how long you been boxing? Like, you just been doing that? Who was the better cornerback on the board instead of Benjamin? In my opinion, first of all, what's good, Jason? In my opinion, I wanted Ifitu Melifonwu. I liked Ifitu Melifonwu more. But we'll see, though. How'd you feel about the day 1 of rookie mini camps? I'm actually pretty excited. We didn't see a lot, and I was thinking about doing a video breaking it down. I may do it tomorrow because there were a lot of clips out there, and I may just gather all of the clips and show them to y'all and break them down. Maybe I may do it tonight or something, later tonight. I don't know. It might be like one of them 12 a.m., 1 a.m. videos or something. But from what I saw, like, again, like I've been saying in my videos and live streams, Samus Reyes is the guy I have my eye on the most. I mean, Shaka Tony and Jamin Davis as well. But like Samus Reyes came out and started really ugly. Like he dropped an easy catch and then he got into the rhythm of things. And then he grabbed like one catch where like it was like nowhere near him and he brought it in. So I'm really excited to see Samus Reyes development like it within like 1 day. Like he went from being terrible and raw. I mean, of course he had to shake the jitters and stop being nervous, go out there for the first time and things like that. But man, I just like the fact that we saw some progress immediately. Like, I mean, he went from looking like, man, why did we even sign this guy to, okay, he may be something special. Of course, like, because it was a lot of things, it was a lot of drills and clips of Samus Reyes and John Bates doing the same exact thing, either back to back or literally side by side at the same time. And John Bates, of course, looks more crisp. Like, John Bates looks more crisp. His routes look more, more like more nuanced and things like that. Like, you can just tell he's played the tight end position for years, whereas Samus Reyes is new. He's coming from playing basketball. But at the same time, Samus Reyes pops more. Out of his breaks, he just looks more explosive. His breaks are a little bit choppier, a little bit sluggish. Of course, again, he's going to have to learn like the entire sport. Not even just the tight end position, but the sport in general. So, of course, he has to work on things like that. But, like, when he's cutting, even though his cutting is a little sloppy, when he breaks out of it, he just has a quicker, more explosive first step than John Bates, which is expected. So I'm excited, though. Venus go nom nom nom. Yeah, I love my Venus flytrap, man. I'm not gonna lie, that's one of my top 3 plants easily. I love my Venus flytrap. I have a lot of plants though, like a lot, like somewhere probably in the 50s or 60s between my room, between outside. Like I even in my room, I have a grow light for the plants that are supposed to be outside, getting the full 6 to 8 hours of sun every day. But since they're inside, I give them 12 hours of light a day. So I got a lot going on. And then the outside is the majority of the plants. Like the outside is like 80%. What's good, Christian? What's good, Spray? Let me see you. My dog, Malik Willis. Oh, yeah, bro. We ain't even got to speak on Malik Willis. Y'all already know why I stand out with that, man. McCain, yes. What's good, Rick? Yes, sir, bro. I'm so excited we got McCain, bro. I'm way more excited about getting McCain than Charles Leno. And I'm really happy about getting Charles Leno. But McCain, like, was a bigger need. Kelvin is washed. I love to hear that. I think we can get 10 plus wins this season. I'm not gonna lie. I'm predicting literally 11-6. What's good, Jefferson? What does this coaching staff need to do in order for Jamin to reach his full potential? Like what you said in your breakdown video. The coaching staff, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if he's not willing to put in the work. But everything I've seen, it seems like he's willing to put in the work. Like I'm really excited about Jamin Davis. I mean, at the end of the day, they just got to put him in the best positions to succeed. But then again, he's so versatile. It's kind of just put him on the field and let him play. I mean, of course, like when he makes mistakes, correct him. But it's not like Benjamin St. Juice where you're like, okay, you have to do this and only this and do this at these moments. Jamin Davis is kind of like, especially behind this defensive line, just let him go make a play. He's already coming with instincts way further ahead than a one-year starter should have, with a gap discipline, all of that way further ahead. Literally, his biggest weakness to me is block shedding. Once he's able to block shed, he's going to be unstoppable. And then at the same time, with this defensive line, if there were any defensive line in the NFL that you don't have to worry about block shedding as much on, it's this one. Like, this is the perfect defensive line for Jamin Davis to do what he's best at. Fitu Melifonwu fell to the 6th round. Yeah, I was like confused about that, bro. I love you, Fitu. What'd you think about Kelvin Harmon and the rest of the wide receivers? First of all, I did like a whole 30-minute breakdown of each receiver. Like I literally broke down all 14 and who I felt like was more than likely to make the team. But in summary, I think Kelvin Harmon has a good chance to make the team because before we drafted Dax Milne, he had the best hands on our team. He was definitely our best possession receiver. I mean, I like Cam Sims' potential a lot, but Kelvin Harmon, some of them circus catches he made in 2019 were ridiculous. Also a boxing trainer. I'm really good at it. I'm my best age at the gym. Okay, that boy J-Mon. Okay. Also, Rico, as a Bears fan, I'm telling you right now, Charles Leno is soft, but maybe you can get something out of him. We couldn't. I was a little shook when I saw the video because he gets thrown down by corner. I appreciate the insight though, AGM, my boy. Yes, sir. That's a Bears fan right there, man. Make sure y'all welcome him with open arms, man. Hopefully, Fitu Melifonwu turns out better. Oh, he was in the 4th round. Okay. Turns out better than his brother, Obi. Obi was an athletic freak at safety linebacker, 2nd round pick burnout. Yeah, he never worked out for the Raiders. I remember Obi. But I just like Fitu better. I feel like he has a higher floor coming out of college. Finally back. What's good, Rich? Yeah, man. We're back. We're back. Again, I want to keep saying over and over again, Seyi is late. It's my fault. It's literally my fault. I just walked in the house at 7:55 p.m. and then I text him like, you down to still do the show and everything? He was like, yeah, I'll be down. I'm just gonna be a little late. So that was me giving the last second reminder and things like that. I mean, I lost track of time. My alarm went off at 7:55 and I was like, oh man, I need to hurry up and get in the house and live stream. Like I was outside. I would still be outside right now if I wasn't live streaming right now. I'm Team Desmond Ridder as of right now. I'm not mad at it. Malik Willis is Lamar Jackson 2.0. It's just that because like he has way better potential throwing than Lamar Jackson. Because right now Lamar Jackson's biggest weakness is throwing. Like he's not bad. He's improved mightily since he's been at the NFL level, but Malik Willis has far better throwing potential than Lamar Jackson. Arm strength, touch, all of that. And then, but also he's not as fast as Lamar Jackson. He's like right behind him. Like he's right behind Kyler Murray and Lamar Jackson, but he's right up there. He's faster than everybody that was taken in last draft out of the quarterback group, but he's not Lamar Jackson, in my opinion, that level. But overall, like Malik Willis, if you're combining arm and running, like throwing and running, I rate Malik higher than Lamar Jackson. But Lamar Jackson is a better runner, though. I'm either Malik Willis, Desmond Ridder, Spencer Rattler, or Tualawa. What's good, Gary? Dolphin Nation. Okay, y'all got Bobby. Congratulations. I appreciate it. Dolphins Nation, man. We got a few fans of different teams in here, man. We got my boy Gary and my boy AGM that pull up all of the time, man. I appreciate y'all. Let's go. What's good, Cameron? Yes, sir, man. I'm really excited about my boy Bobby, man. So Dak's got the best hands in your opinion. He's up there, man. He has some of the best hands in this draft. Like, I love Dyami Brown, but he has better hands than Dyami. I don't know about Terry, but he has better hands than Curtis Samuel. I believe he has better hands pretty much than everybody. It's between Kelvin Harmon, Terry, and Dax Milne who have the best hands on our team right now. And it depends, but at the same time, Dyami Brown might be our best contested catcher because coming out of college, 49 contested catch targets, not a single drop. He just has concentration drops at times. He even had one today. He dropped one pass today, and then he didn't drop any of the rest of them for the rest of the rookie minicamp. So that's just what you get with Dyami Brown. So I don't know. It's between Dyami, Terry, Dax Milne, and Kelvin Harmon who have the best hands on our team. I would say Dax Milne has the most dependable when they're open hands. Like if he's wide open, I expect him to make it between him and Terry. But when it comes to contested, it's between Terry, Kelvin Harmon, and Dyami Brown. But Dax Milne is a good contested catcher as well, too, man. I don't know. But either way, that's a good problem to have. The fact that we can honestly debate about who has the best hands on the team when we're coming off of Josh Doxson, Trey Quinn, Terrell Pryor. Like, man, thank goodness. Ja about to be the next one to fight the Pauls. Bobby gonna get ran over. Yeah, man, I don't want Bobby in run stopping duties at all. I want him playing pure single high free safety cover one. I just hope Jamin Davis gets to the ball carrier more. When I watched this film, he almost made a lot of tackles. Yeah, I can't be mad at that. I think he's just only gonna get better. I think we've only seen the worst out of Jamin Davis. That's what I'm so excited about as far as Jamin Davis goes. These guys with a lot of potential. I think we've only seen the worst out of Jamin Davis. That's why I'm excited. My boy Big Simple. Make sure y'all subscribe to my boy Big Simple, man. What's happening, y'all? Christian Miller, we live. Yes, sir. My boy Big Simple in the building, man. Definitely get the best energy out of the whole Burgundy and Gold Nation. All the content creators, including me, Big Simple got the most energy, period. And it's not even close, man. Y'all got to follow my boy. What's good, Smokes? My boy Smokes done pulled up. Part of Jamin Davis' block shedding issue was due to his weight, but he put a significant amount of weight in between the season and his pro day. Oh, okay. I appreciate you pointing that out, Rodney. Now I've said it even in my draft breakdown, he flashed at times. Like if he put his shoulder into an offensive tackle, he could actually like go through him and make a play. It's just like with his hands and trying to get people off of him, that's where he struggled. But that's a great point, Rodney. The fact that he's added a considerable amount of weight. I'm really excited about him. Do you think Kyle Pitts should transfer to receiver? Nah. I think honestly he may start off as a receiver early, and so like he's able to block at the NFL level. But I think he's gonna end up being one of the best tight ends of all time. I'm not gonna lie, and I hate the Falcons, but I can't deny greatness. Harmon has the best for both easily. We going 10-7 and not making the playoffs at 10-7. What you think the Giants or the Cowboys going, my boy? Cooley is high on John Bates. He liked this film. I'm high as well. First of all, where my clapper go? My boy Alexander with another donation, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm high on John Bates as well. I went live when we picked him. I was like, man, anybody that wasn't Tommy Tremble, I was going to be upset. Even Brevin Jordan, I wanted Tommy Tremble. But then as I've gone back and watched John Bates film and like did deep research on him, I love the John Bates pick. And I think he immediately starts as our tight end too with the he has a ceiling to him. He he has, if he can become gain some better technique with his blocking, if he becomes a better route runner, you know what I'm saying? The sky's the limit. He's never going to be a straight just speedster, but Logan Thomas is neither. Yeah, and at least Harmon has made those contested catches in the NFL. Yeah, that's a good point. Kelvin Harmon's definitely more proven. So we get, Rich. Devonta Smith was looking like a stick at the Eagles rookie minicamp. I didn't even check it out. Giants beat his last game of the year for the playoffs. That's an interesting prediction. Who's the tackle y'all got from the Bears? Oh, we got Charles Leno and Cornelius Lucas. So John Con interrupted my boy De'Ami Brown in his press conference. No, I haven't watched any of the again. I just sat down. I haven't watched any of the press conferences. I've just seen clips of the rookie minicamp. And we got Seyi in the building. What's good, Seyi?
Yo, what's up? I haven't had this show in forever.
Yeah, I was telling him it was my fault that we were all late. I was like, man, my alarm went off at 7:55. I was outside doing stuff. And I was like, oh, man, we're supposed to be doing the show and everything. So I was like, I let everybody know it's on me today. It's super on me. I would still be outside right now if it weren't for my alarm. I didn't even notice it was near 8 o'clock. I thought it was like 6 o'clock.
So it's all good. It's all good. And just want to ask you, Rico, how's your gas looking like?
Oh, man, I don't really go that many places. I'm good. I'm on like 3/4 tank right now, but it's ugly out here, I'm hearing. It's really ugly out here, I'm hearing.
You privileged.
It's really that bad out here?
Yo. So there was only one gas station open in Powder Springs, and the only one that was open in Powder Springs was like 11 minutes away. And the only reason I found that was because I downloaded this app called Gas Buddy to search for open gas stations. And my tank was literally on E, like was on E. Like
no, where'd Seyi go? Hello? Seyi?
Okay, you probably got me right now. Hold on. My
we can hear you, we just can't see you.
Yeah, my USB kind of malfunctioned for a second. But yeah, so my tank was literally on E. And so yeah, I could have stopped any moment now, but luckily, it just reached this gas station, 11 minutes away from me. It was chaotic trying to get gas.
Everybody fighting.
Everybody fighting. I thought someone cut in front of me, but she said she was just talking to her dad, so she let me go. But it took me $38 for 12 gallons. Like the gas was $3.05 per gallon. Crazy. And even a couple of days ago, when the day happened, the gas stations that were open, the cars were literally backed up to the street. That's how bad it was. So I never realized, why are we treating gas like toilet paper now? Why are we in a gas recession? This is literally the apocalypse right now.
It is, bro. That Russian hack was crazy. We can't even drive anywhere. That Russian hack on the pipeline was crazy. I have a few people too, like Tutting them. They've literally gone out and driven around for an hour looking for gas and didn't find it. Literally had to go home.
I believe it. It was really that bad. I believe it. I was not driving an hour. If you drive an hour, you wasting gas that way. So what was the point?
They was really looking because they were like, man, I cannot go back home without gas. But they got home
but
and it was just.
But then you drove an hour using gas. So what does that mean?
It was just go big or go home. It was just we already out here. I might as well keep looking. They couldn't find any. Actually, it's crazy too because I passed by my gas station right at my house. Literally, I can walk to it. Earlier today to go cut grass with my granddad, and I saw people at it, and it wasn't a lot of people, so I don't know if they have gas in such a low key spot. It's kind of hood too, you always.
It's just because everybody already hoarded gas the day it happened, so now it's less people there because there was already people that already got their gas tanks, their separate gas tanks, filled up gas in their car. They already hoarded all the gas, so
it's straight today. In general,
when I went. Yeah, it's better. When I went, there wasn't as many people. There was still a lot of people, but it wasn't backed up to the street. But people already hoarded gas. I was just driving and seeing people already hoarding gas. So because of that, now it was like toilet paper. Everybody already hoarded the toilet paper the first day when the toilet paper was already all hoarded. When the next toilet paper came out, it wasn't getting hoarded anymore.
Yeah,
it was the same thing. People acting like the world about to end.
And before it even really went down and was going chaotic and trending on Twitter, it was sometime Monday or something. My granddad and my grandma were like, y'all better go get gas because it's about to get crazy. And we ordered groceries.
My mom was
as well.
the same way. I didn't even listen. I wish I listened. Boy, I would have saved a lot of money.
I mean, my tank was already pretty full, and I don't really go that many places out of the way. I literally only left the house today to go cut grass and all of that type of stuff. So I'm chilling. Like over here, we're pretty much chilling. Everybody in my family went and filled up before everything got crazy, but it's really crazy out here. It was super crazy yesterday.
Yo, like it's bad to the point where jobs are telling people to stay home from work, or at least people are calling out from work because they don't have gas in their car or they're trying to preserve their gas. Like people are working from home again because of the pandemic is because they have no gas.
Yeah, people are carpooling. I know a lot of my friends like having their parents take them to their job as their parents is going to their job. So normally they drive themselves. They have separate cars, but now everybody's huddled up in one car going to work all together.
Yo, it's ridiculous. Like it said this is a Russian hack. Like
yeah, it was some type of. My friend explained it like Russia, like we did something, like we didn't have the right something set up. We had some like I guess like the equivalent of noobs that were in charge of that section of whatever the computer, whatever the internet, I don't know, servers, and then like Russia easily hacked it. And he explained basically like Russia's not even really that good at hacking. They kind of take somebody else's virus and then spam it wherever they want to and just keep spamming it so they get in or something like that, but they're not good themselves. So the fact that we got hacked by Russia is like embarrassing or something like that. Like basically you got hacked by Russia, you go out bad because they're not even that good of hackers. So it's all kind of crazy. Yeah, it's some madness right now.
Well, our government is by old white people anyway. It's like they don't know anything about cybersecurity.
Yeah, my cybersecurity friends too say like when they like apply for jobs and like tests they get, it's really simple stuff that like they feel like it should be even harder to get in, but it's not. Cybersecurity is really a struggle for us right now. You never really paid attention to it until this gas situation, but we're pretty vulnerable. I'm not gonna lie. Again, my cybersecurity friends have told me that.
Yeah, I can see that. And the thing is like, yo, if you are like an expert at hacking, then you're pretty much like you could pretty much do anything to the world.
I know a little something, just a little bit, just little tidbits from my friends and stuff like that. But I don't know anything serious. I can't just get into your computer right now. I mean, I could do a little something with servers and routers, but like computers, nah. I don't know nothing about that.
I have hacker friends, so I have hacker friends that can help me out, but I'm not a hacker myself. Probably should have learned that. It's
a really useful tool. Man, technology is only going to get more and more prevalent in society, man. The more you know, the better you'll be. At least to prevent stuff. Like I feel like the knowledge I have at least helps me fight back against people trying to get me. But I'm not, I'm not an attacker, but I do have some pretty decent defense set up.
Yo, I just don't know how we got. So last year we were in a pandemic that had to keep us all at home. Nobody could go outside and everything. It's the reason why we're doing this podcast remotely. This year, now we have a gas problem. What's next year going to happen? What's going to happen next year?
Birds. We about to get those cicadas too. We about to get all those cicadas. That's coming real soon.
Oh too. Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh man.
I remember in Maryland, we used to get them really bad when I lived there. We don't really get them in Atlanta. Like the whole time I've lived here, I've barely seen them. But apparently today, we're about to finally get some cicadas down here. We normally don't get cicadas in the South. That's more of like a
we already got flying roaches. We already got giant bees.
Oh, I got to deal with scorpions. I have to deal with praying mantises over here. I have to deal with black widows. I have to deal with all kinds of spiders, just in general. Just all kinds of. I already deal with the elements, but again, I'm a bug and animal person, so it doesn't bother me. But yeah, like praying mantises and scorpions, not a lot of people deal with and black widows. Not a lot of people deal with that on a weekly basis when they go in their backyard. I do though. I fear for my dogs more than anything else than me. I'm straight. And Smoke says somebody tried to hack his CashApp the other day.
Oh yeah, that's pretty easy to hack. Like CashApp's pretty easy. Like honestly, you shouldn't really be keeping a lot of money in your CashApp because that is very easy to hack. I'm pretty sure I could go to YouTube a YouTube video right now. I could learn how to hack a CashApp.
Man, I know some people that was scamming off of Cash App, boy. It's a whole bunch of different apps. I don't want to talk about it too much.
All you gotta
but
do,
like, boy,
like,
Cash App is not safe out here. Hacking is
all,
different. I'm talking about scamming. I'm not talking about hacking.
every time you drop your Cash App, like in some random person's comment section or whatever in your social media, that's just allowing you to get hacked. You're just putting your information right there. That's just allowing you to get hacked. If you have your card saved to your Cash App and everything, or like money stored,
it's dangerous.
like that's dangerous.
It's dangerous out here. It's dangerous. It's real dangerous. Yeah, all of that is crazy. But yeah, man, that Cash App thing, man. What's that noise? Hello?
I couldn't hear a thing you were just saying, honestly.
Is it me or was that on your? I don't know what that was. That's scary.
I don't know. It sounded like on your end, but I'm not sure.
Jamin said, visit Australia. He said cicadas already buzzing. These jokers in my backyard now outside of the brick house. Yeah, I used to get them really bad. I mean, I like cicadas. Like when I was little, it was fun to me. Of course, my whole family hated it. But like, it was fun to me. It was like, I think it was every 7 years when I was in Maryland, it was like cicadas were coming. I wasn't there long enough to get them twice, but the year I got them, it was fun. But since I've been in Atlanta, I haven't seen a single cicada. But it's supposedly they're about to start coming here. She said, Shay, don't feed into the stereotype of Nigerian scammers. Colors isn't as bad as people make them seem. Keep them in a box of clothes till online. Not worth money, but not really that bad. I kind of agree. Even though if we can trade them for like a Aaron Rodgers, if he's part of the deal, yeah, send him. But yeah, no, I do agree. Landon Collins wasn't completely terrible. He was just bad in coverage. I don't want him like that D-Hop play against the Cardinals. Never. Don't let him do that again. Just keep him around the box. Let him make plays in the box. I love it. The West Coast better start being generous about giving us gas. They come every 17 years. Oh, okay, I'm tripping. But yeah, I only got it once when I was in Maryland. It was really fun though to me. I liked it.
So Blue Jay Jai, I'm not giving anyone supplements, but so what are but what do cicadas do? I forgot. What do cicadas
be
do?
Noisy. That's really it. Like I looked it up too, like because I was worried about my plants. Cicadas don't really do any damage to your plants. If anything, they do damage while they're like growing under the ground, like when they're still babies. But once they're like grown and stuff and they're out and making all that noise and being annoying, really the only thing they kind of damage is trees because they kind of burrow in trees, but they don't really do anything to plants. They're just everywhere though. They're like locusts, how they're everywhere. And like in their shells everywhere, like they shed in their shells everywhere when they go from like baby to adult. But the most annoying part about them is how loud they are. That's it. Like they're not really that annoying to me other than the noise. They're just really loud. In Maryland, the cicadas are not here. Oh, so y'all don't have cicadas, y'all. Okay, and then y'all good then. It's all yes, Nigerian Prince gonna park 30 mil in my business account, and I get to keep half. What's not the catch? Why not? What's the catch? That's so stupid, bro. Them emails were out of pocket for a minute, for a long minute. Them Nigerian scam emails are crazy. We still get them now, but it's not as bad as like 8 years ago. They're just noisy and ugly, but they're harmless. Yeah, they don't bite. How you
feel about Patriots in draft? Wait and see for me. Wait and see. Like I don't really care for Mac Jones, but at the end of the day, getting a quarterback at 15, it's just like you could possibly get a franchise quarterback on a cheap contract. So if he works out, he doesn't. If he does, it works out, that's good. If he doesn't, just get another quarterback. So, hey, I'm fine. It's not like we do great in the first round anyway, so might as well just swing. Just take a swing.
It's a good logic to actually have. Oh, man, it's the other draft. Man, give me the draft. I'm trying to pull up y'all draft picks. I don't want to go to like an article because they always have it spread out weird and funny.
Now, Rico, you know more about the draft picks than I do. About like
yeah,
more
let me go look at who you
round. So yeah, just tell me. Just tell me.
Tell them to give you the skinny on them. Man, y'all, hold on. Official Patriots coverage, draft picks 2021, analysis of every pick. Here we go. I don't care about the analysis, but at least they go. Okay, Mac Jones, we already know. Christian Barmore, I liked him. A lot of people thought, like going into the college season this past year, he was going to be the best defensive tackle. So
I heard that.
He still has that potential. He definitely still has that potential. Y'all just got to get it out of him.
What made him fall? He just
I wasn't even looking at defensive linemen like that, like because that wasn't a big need of ours, so I didn't really look at his tape like that. But I do remember, like early in the season, everybody was like, "Oh yeah, Christian Barmore, top 10 pick." going into the next draft, like when they were doing their 2021 mock drafts the previous year, like ahead of the way ahead and stuff like that.
Well, Belichick is known for is getting the most potential out of any player he has. So, hey, I'm happy with that.
Y'all actually don't have a lot of like players I'm really like super high on or no. But it's kind of like with y'all, the way y'all treat late round draft picks, I'm just going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, like I don't really know these guys, to be honest, but I'm going to give y'all the benefit of the doubt on a lot of these guys because, you know, Bill Belichick outside
usually
of the first
draft
round,
players people don't know about.
Yeah, outside of the first round, when Bill Belichick takes somebody, it's usually for a reason. What is that noise? I don't know what that noise. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know what's going on. I'm scared. Yeah, and I don't know the running back from Oklahoma like that, but Oklahoma always has a great offensive line, so I'm pretty sure he has a lot of experience. He probably doesn't have a lot of wear and tear on him, assuming that, again, Oklahoma's offensive line is as great as it usually is.
As long as we're drafting a running back, that's good. That's what we need. We just draft a running back.
Oh, yeah, definitely get some. I mean, I love Sony Michel, but he can't stay healthy, so I fully understand. James White is gone as well, isn't he?
James White is still there, but he's not the same player without Brady, and I think he's getting up there in age. But we got I can't remember his name. We got Harris. We got Harris right now. Damian Harris. Not Damian Harris.
Yeah, he's definitely the leading back right now.
Yeah, Damian Harris. Yeah, he's our best back right now, but we need someone to spell him.
Well, they're saying he looks like a LeGarrette Blunt.
Like,
so that's great.
Yeah, that's what we need.
LeGarrette Blunt was a dog.
We have too many small backs. That's what we need.
Yeah, that's definitely smart. And again, yeah, these other guys, it's just benefit of the doubt just because it's the Patriot way. I'm not gonna lie. Smoke says Stevenson is a beast. He said he just needs to run like his size. Okay, they say he's not coachable. Rico is Cam Crow starting strong safety. He better be. Oh, and Black Mamba asks, do you think we would get QB next draft? I hope so. If we don't get Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson, or Russell Wilson, I hope so. I want my boy Malik Willis as of right now, but we'll see what the tape tells. We have a whole season of football to play. So who knows? We'll see by then. Maybe Malik Willis falls off the edge of the earth and Sam Howell actually lives up to the hype that he has, because I don't think he is yet, but we'll see. Are we getting a Q? Yeah, I definitely hope so. Jared Patterson. Yeah, I'm really excited about Jared Patterson. I'm super excited about Jared Patterson. Where are we at? Where's ours at? You know what I'm saying? I only bring them up. I mean, it's not too much to talk about, though. Y'all already live streams through videos. I've already broke down our draft class, pick by pick, weaknesses and strengths, including undrafted free agent Jared Patterson. I'm really excited. I'm just showing it on the screen for those of y'all who may not have seen it in this format. I kind of like presented by Bud Light, you know what I'm saying? Bud Light sponsors. I should have blocked this out until they give us some of their money. But yeah, man, I'm happy about our draft. Other than not getting a franchise quarterback, I love this draft. I'm very excited. And the main thing is that we attacked so many holes and depth in free agency. Bobby McCain, Charles Leno recently, William Jackson, Ryan Fitzpatrick, and Curtis Samuel back when Ryan Fitzpatrick, when free agency was popping. You know what I'm saying? I really love our offseason. I love these past two off seasons. I love what Ron Rivera is doing, so I'm really excited. We really don't have any major holes. We're not necessarily elite at every spot, but we don't have holes like we've had pretty much every year since we've been winning Super Bowls. It's really nice to like have no glaring weaknesses except for franchise quarterback. I just don't think we have that quarterback that we know is going to be top 12 quarterback in the NFL
y'all
for the next
Ryan
2 years.
Fitzpatrick. Y'all have Fitz magic, right?
Nah, and I'm excited about Ryan Fitzpatrick with like emphasis on the next thing. Yeah, I love Taylor Heineke as well, but I'm not depending on him. I'm hoping for him. I'm not depending on him. That's like those are two big differences. So yeah, I feel like we're still missing that next 10 years franchise quarterback, top 12 quarterback. That's it though. Other than that, we're super straight as far as 2021 goes. We don't have any holes. Feels like we're aiming for the number one defense. Oh yeah, we got it.
Speaking of franchise quarterbacks or someone who wants to be a franchise quarterback but never could, let's talk about Tim Tebow.
Oh man, it's a lot to talk about too, man. Let me just go ahead and bring up a picture. You go ahead and set it off, bro, because I have a lot to talk about. You know, I listened to Bomani Jones, and you know he had Foxworth on this Friday.
I just listened to that episode actually. Literally just listened to it like an hour ago.
I gotta bring up a lot of stuff they said because they brought up a lot of great points about Tim Tebow. But man, you definitely set it off.
They did, but like, look, Tebow was a great college quarterback, one of the best college quarterbacks we've ever seen. But he hasn't played quarterback in like what, 10 years? 10 years? He hasn't been in the NFL in 10 years, 10 plus years. He tried to crack into minor leagues, the New York Mets farm system. He couldn't crack it. He had a under 200 batting average in the minor leagues. He was just on the field just because his name was Tebow. That's it. Now
and he only
had
won
to
the
retire
Heisman
from the minor leagues because he was so trash. Say what?
I was about to say, remember he only won the Heisman because I forgot his name got hurt. The guy's name I can't remember that got hurt. That's why Tebow ended up winning the Heisman that year too, which started all of this. I can't remember his name right now.
Quarterback. Jake Locker. It wasn't Jake Locker or Matt Barkley. I forgot.
Nah, it wasn't Matt Barkley.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. But yeah, keep going. My fault. I interrupted you, but I just wanted to say that before we moved on from the college part.
No, you good. So, but yeah, he hasn't played in 10 plus years. He failed in the minor leagues and he retired because he was so trash in baseball. He retired. And now look, Urban Meyer is the coach for the Jacksonville Jaguars, his former coach, the coach that cried for him when he left Florida, when he graduated from Florida. Urban Meyer was in tears. Urban Meyer gets a job in Jacksonville, and one of the first things he does, signs Tim Tebow, and he finally wants to play tight end, the position people were telling him to play back in 2008, I believe.
That's what annoys me too. He should have been made this transition because by now maybe he'd actually be decent. Like he's about to be terrible.
And the only reason he's making the transition now because he failed at everything else. He has failed at everything else. And Urban Meyer is giving him a job. Think how many black athletes are just given a job like this without their ability being a problem. That's not related to their ability. He just keeps getting handed jobs. Do we seriously see this guy playing tight end, guarding guys like Myles Garrett, Chase Young? Do we see that? No. Do we really see this guy doing slant routes, doing corner routes, doing seam routes? Do we see him doing that? No. Why is he there?
He's not even athletic like that. Like he's not like even just, he's not even
like that.
He's not even Taysom Hill. Like, and then what is he like 35 years old or something? It's crazy, bro.
He's 33. He's 33 or 32 or 33. Still. But still, NFL player, especially one that hasn't played in like 10 years. That is old. That's ancient. That's ancient. Do we really see this? I mean, he's going to be on the field because Urban Meyer is going to put him on the field. I fully expect him to make it past training camp. I know Bomani Jones and Foxworth say he's not making the roster, but I fully expect him to. Why? Because Urban Meyer is not going to let him. Is not going to cut him. And I fully expect them to play some snaps. Overly gimmicky snaps, yes, but I fully expect them to play some snaps. He's not as athletic as Taysom Hill. Denard Robinson is much faster than him. Why can't he get these jobs?
Last time I saw Denard Robinson was on the Jaguars, too. I forgot about him.
Exactly. He was on the Jaguars. He wasn't even that bad. Pat White is more athletic than him. They made a point with Logan Thomas. Logan Thomas was a tight end before playing quarterback as well. So it's not like he just became tight end for the Washington football team. Yeah, like he was actually a tight end before. It's just that he had a big arm. So Virginia Tech was like, you know what? You're going to be our quarterback. Tim Tebow has not played this position. He's not big enough for this position, and even so, do you expect him to defend, to block the Myles Garretts and Chase Youngs in the world? You really expect him to
with a straight face,
help block with a straight face? Is a locker room guy really that much? Is he so much of a locker room guy where you're just signing him because he's good for the locker room? Sign a life coach then. You don't need to sign a player. Sign a life coach. Get a therapist if you need a locker room person.
And that's the thing that Bomani Jones and Foxworth brought up. How are you going to be like the motivational leader when you're not even one of the good players on the team? Like I don't care how great his speeches are. If he's not good, who's listening to him? Who's like, oh yeah, Tim Tebow got me motivated to go out there and perform my best. He's like, he should not even be on the team. Who's like, oh yeah, Tim Tebow changed my life with that speech. Like you only listen to the leaders, like the Ray Lewises, the Brian Dawkins, all of those type of guys. They're leaders because they're great. I mean, of course they step up and they're vocal, but being great is at least half of it, if not more. Like you can't just be on the bench and being the leader, the locker room guy. Like I just don't see the value.
And this is what I'm saying. This is example of privilege to its finest. Like he hasn't played in 10 years, but yet he can get a job. Kaepernick's still searching. Braxton Miller, like what Rich mentioned in the comments, he couldn't crack it as wide receiver for some reason. This guy's athletic. Terrell Pryor's, I don't know if he's still in the league anymore, even though he had one good year at receiver. Catch. Yeah, he can't catch, but he's fast. He's tall. They could work something out for him. At least we know he can't catch. We don't even know what Tebow could catch.
I think we're just overthinking it. It's not even really fair to compare him to these guys that don't have jobs because at the end of the day, they're not buddies with Urban Meyer. Like that's literally all it is. It's literally just being buddy.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the privilege that comes with it. Like he's just getting handed these positions for what?
It's super handy. For sure.
Someone needs to tell. Like, is there like I know he's the coach, but someone needs to tell Urban Meyer like you can't just do that. And then all of a sudden, like even before Tim Tebow, you even know this too, Rico, since you're listening to the Bamai Jones podcast, but that strength coach he hired, who said racial slurs before. Like Urban Meyer hired him, he brought him to Jacksonville. Like, and even though he said racial slurs, Urban Meyer still felt like, hey, he's still good enough to bring to Jacksonville, even though we have mostly black players on our team. Like, no one needs to tell Urban Meyer, like, this ain't gonna slide. Players are already not gonna like you on that roster.
It's an ugly start. Because you're over here
bringing a coach who said something racist. Then you're over here bringing Tebow hasn't played in 10 plus years. Meanwhile, there's probably going to be a guy more qualified in the NFL. They're probably not going to make it out that training camp roster. And then players going to feel some type of way. Why is Tebow still here? Why is this dude still here? So players are already not going to like you.
And I don't know how you're gonna put him on the field with that target on his back. I mean, first of all, you can assume guys like you said with that mentality of he doesn't belong here, or like even like Foxworth said, like y'all trying me. You think if Chase Young's lining up against Tim Tebow, you know how offended Chase Young is gonna be. Like y'all really think this guy who hasn't been in the league this long and has never played this position can block me? He's gonna have a target on his back. And also Foxworth brought up in preseason.
People already hated Tebow too from the beginning.
Yeah,
people already did not like Tebow coming out of Florida. So think about now. The fact that he hasn't proved anything to get back into the league. Think about now. Oh my! I'm here to see that though. I'm here to see that.
Foxworth even brought up in preseason, guys that are trying to make a name for themselves, they're going to show out against Tebow. Let Tim Tebow be the one blocking the defensive end that's trying to make the team, or let Tim Tebow run out on a route in front of a DB that's trying to make the team, or they're going to do whatever they can to get talked about. Like they're going to make sure they're going to lay a big hit on them, whatever, good or not, you know what I'm saying? It's not right. Like, I don't want Tim Tebow to get hurt out there, but of course he has a target on his back. If you're the one that lays a big hit on Tim Tebow, everybody's talking about you on ESPN the next day. He's going to have a huge target on his back.
So Frederick Jordan says, why is people hating on someone bringing their guy in? I will hire my guy, whether qualified or not, because he is my guy. And that is the problem. You need to hire a guy if he is qualified based on merit. Because if you don't, people are not going to respect you. That is the problem with this world. You can't just hire someone because you know them. Hire them because they're qualified. If they're not qualified, they don't deserve the job.
Now, and this schedule is wild too, bro. The Broncos with their defensive ends, Bradley Chubb and them. The Cardinals, J.J. Watt and Chandler Jones. The Titans,
the Dolphins with all their former first round draft picks.
The Colts, the 49ers, Nick Bosa,
49ers,
and Donald.
You know what? I hope he plays all 18 games. I hope he plays all 17 games. I really do.
Oh, man. I don't want him to get hurt, bro. I
I
really
hope
don't
he
want him to
starts.
get hurt. He's definitely got a target on his back. I say that with the utmost confidence. Players are looking at that. Like guys on other teams are looking at it like, you think this guy can block me? Like you think this guy can catch a pass over me? You tried me. I got to show y'all that he should not even be in this league. And again, guys in preseason are going to be trying to make a name for themselves targeting him as well. But like my thing also is like, what are you bringing him in for? Because there's no way you're like, he's about to come in here and be like a really good tight end. But like also, what can he help Trevor Lawrence with? What advice can he give Trevor Lawrence? Like, what is his exact value for coming into this team rather than he's your friend?
Nothing. So Red Wings 01 says, I don't see why we can't just have fun with it. We are having fun with it because we want to see Tim Tebow get destroyed by the opposing defensive linemen. So I'll be having fun watching that. I'm going to be having fun watching that, whatever happens.
He said it when Tebow start laying fools out on blocks and Moss.
That's definitely not going to happen. That's definitely not going to happen.
That's not going to happen, but it would be hilarious, though. I'm not going to lie. I would admit I'm wrong. I'm willing to bet money that's not going to happen.
If that happens, I'll start looking like Dennis Rodman. I'll start getting the nose rings. I'll start dyeing my hair rainbow colors if that happens. If that happens, I'm going to look like Dennis Rodman. I'll set it right here. That's not going to happen.
While you're talking to, you're going to be looking
I'm going to look just like that. I'm going to be looking just like that, cross-dressing, whatever. I'll do all of that if that happens.
I'm not.
I'll go to Vegas for excursions, whatever. I'll do all that.
go meet with Kim Jong-un and all of them too.
Exactly. I'll do all of that. Talk about foreign policy randomly on CNN. I'll do all of that.
This is going to end terribly. Again, I don't want to see him go out bad because he's such a nice guy. Like, I'm not rooting against him at all, but I already know he has a huge target on his back. These players are going to do whatever they can to put him in his place type of thing. Like, it's going to get ugly for him, man. I hope he's ready. Again, he's such a good dude, so I don't want to see it happen. But, like, man, they try to run him in the red zone, let him run like an option route. Aaron Donald coming in there, picking him up and throwing him on his neck. Like, it's going to be bad, bro. I really feel sorry for him. I don't want to see this just mostly for his protection. Just like Alex Smith last year, I wanted to protect him, not because I was hating and not that I felt like he was just trash, even though, like, I mean, he threw more interceptions than touchdowns, and he's known as the guy that protects the ball. Like, that was his main skill set. But still, like, it was more so the majority of it, same thing with Tim Tebow. I don't want to see him get hurt. Because unlike Alex Smith, there's a target on Tim Tebow's back. I mean, it's about to be really bad. I'm telling y'all, bro.
All I gotta say, he's asking for it. He is asking for it.
It's about to get dark, bro. I really feel sorry. I hope he knows. I hope he's like ready for the fact that guys are really gonna be playing him harder. I think there was already a tweet by Devin White. What did Devin? I think it was Devin White said. I think he said bet or something. Oh. Devin White, Tim Tebow. He already acknowledged it. He was like, bet. We see them.
Are they playing Tampa Bay? I
don't think they do. Hold on, let me go back to I don't think they play Tampa Bay. And they're not meeting in the Super Bowl. So I guess he's safe from this. But it also, but to me, it explains the mentality that everybody has. Where's the tweet? Yeah, Tim Tebow got a job for Kaepernick. Wait till we play Jacksonville. And I think a lot of
players going to have that in their mindset.
A lot of players are going to feel like that. He has a huge target on his back. And again, I don't like really comparing it to Kaepernick because, again, like Tim Tebow's making a position change and Kaepernick's not. And then also, like, Tim Tebow is Urban Meyer's guy.
One can throw a football, another one can't throw a football.
I mean, yeah, true. It's different degrees, but yeah.
One still has one of the top arms in the league. Other one makes Alex Smith look like John Elway.
But a lot of players are gonna feel just like this. This is actually Devin Bush. My fault. This is the one that plays for the Steelers. Do they play the Steelers? I thought it was Devin White. Does he play?
And that's in top arm, mean like strongest arm like one of the strongest arms in the league.
Yeah, definitely. You're not top strongest. Yeah, for sure. But a lot of players around the league gonna feel just like this. I'm really scared for him, bro. I'm really afraid for him. It can get really dark for him. I don't wish injuries on him. I prefer to see him not play so he won't get hurt. But it's ugly for him. They're gonna be throwing him on his neck. They're gonna be chopped like any free hit you can get on him. They're probably gonna do the same thing. Like even if he's outside the play, they're just gonna truck him.
Plays a game. Just to protect them. It's like, no, we're not putting him out there for an extended period of time. Just for this gimmick.
There's no way I mean, there's absolutely no way that they can expect him to play meaningful snaps. It has to be limited. It has to be on gimmicky plays because if he's out there starting, it's going to be really ugly. I mean, again, this is literally the mentality that most of the league will have. Like they're on his head. They're on his head.
LOL, I disagree 90% everything y'all just said, especially me. What do y'all disagree with? What do you disagree with? That's what I want to know. Because Tebow don't deserve his job. That's something we should all agree with. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And the thing is, it's not like Tebow's on a good team. He was on the worst team in the NFL. So what does Jacksonville don't have any room to be signing publicity stunts.
He just wasted 53-man roster picks.
They're one of the worst teams in the NFL. They were the worst team in the NFL. Yeah, quality.
He should have been a quality control coach or something because I don't see him touching that field, bro.
Locker room counselor, since apparently that's gonna be his job. Like they should hire him for that. Not for an NFL player. Not for a tight end.
This is gonna be dark for him, bro. Like I said, I mean, I don't want to see him get hurt, bro. But it seems inevitable, bro. He has a huge target on his back. They're about to play him like it's the suit. Every game against the Jaguars is gonna be like their team playing their best. At least the defense. They're gonna go out there and prove that he. And then like another team's tight end that feel like especially tight ends that don't make a team, even though he didn't, and they're better. It's gonna be really bad, bro. Urban Meyer knows how to use Team Tebow, maybe get a couple of gadget yards.
That was like 2007. That was like 2008, though. That's a college age Tim Tebow. That was like 2007. This Tim Tebow was like what, 12 years older, much lower. Who hasn't played football in how long? That's a different Tim Tebow. And he was doing Tim Tebow with these gimmicky offenses against college defenses, not against grown men in the NFL. That is completely different.
Targeting him. I don't. Bro,
targeting him.
The Jaguars are literally gonna get the opposing team's best every week. Every week that Tim Tebow's on that team, the other team is gonna be more motivated than they normally would be. I'm telling y'all. There's no way y'all don't see that. Like, he has a huge target on his back. I feel sorry for him. Like I said, I don't want to see him get hurt, but it's ugly. And yeah, Rich, I saw it, but that's still not as bad as Tim Tebow. Rich sent the Colin Kaepernick game where he had 4 interceptions within 10 passes. It's still not Tim Tebow is terrible, bro. But there's a reason he switched to tight end. So that's
how many interceptions Nathan Peterman had and still had a job the next day.
Oh yeah, Nathan Peterman, four interceptions and a half, boy. Like I think 2 or 3 times. That's just the way it is.
He didn't take his team to a Super Bowl before. He didn't take his team
and that's
to
the thing. I'm not saying Colin Kaepernick is even like good at this point. I'm just saying Tim Tebow is just even worse at quarterback at least. And then tight end, I'm worried. I don't think it's gonna that target on his back, bro. Like I said, Chase Young and those guys are gonna play him harder than they would than another player. Like it's bad. I don't think people are. I think people are really underestimating how much harder people are gonna hit him compared to other guys. Like they're gonna really be on his head. 5 interceptions and a half. Thank you.
And Ronnie Ray, Ronnie Ray asked, "Shay, is that a promise that I'm gonna look like Dennis Rodman?" In the words of Charles Barkley, guarantee. In the words of Charles Barkley, I will look like that if he turns out to be competent. If he turns out to be laying dudes on their ass, to be mossing people, I will look like Charles Barkley. Because I sure as hell won't look like Charles Barkley. Because that's never ever going to happen.
It's not about to go down. You don't even have to worry about that bet. I'm willing to take any bets on that. Anybody want to bet me money that Tim Tebow is going to end up being a dud? The fact that Tebow had games where they wouldn't even let him throw 10 passes says it all. Bro.
Exactly. They were playing Georgia Tech offense for Denver. So yeah. So what did you disagree with us? That's what we're saying with Tebow. He was one of the worst quarterbacks I've ever seen in my life in the NFL. He was great in college, but he was one of the worst quarterbacks I've ever seen in the NFL. We all knew he was going to fail as an NFL quarterback. We were like, if he ever does good, it might be because of the work ethic, but his mechanics were so trash. His mechanics were absolutely horrible. It was like the Tyler Hansbrough of college football. He was a Tyler Hansbrough of college football. Great college player, but you just know technique-wise, you will never crack it in the pro games.
It's not about to go down. You don't even have to worry about that bet. I'm willing to take any bets on that. Anybody want to bet me money that Tim Tebow is going to end up being a dud? The fact that Tebow had games where they wouldn't even let him throw 10 passes.
He was great in college, but he was never cracking in the pro games.
Yeah, man. Oh, and they said stream on the gaming channel. I got y'all. I got y'all tonight. I will be streaming on the gaming channel. But yeah, man, I don't see this ending well. Again, I'm not rooting against Tim Tebow because he's such a good guy and all of that. But I think this is gonna end really dark for him, bro. It's I'm scared. I really am. Again, like preseason, guys that are trying to make a name for themselves. Hey, you'll take that 15-yard penalty as long as your name is the one being talked about on ESPN. If you're just this eighth string corner or this eighth string defensive end, you'll do whatever you can to get your name buzzing. I really hope Tim Tebow protects himself at the end of the day. That's my last thing I'm gonna say about it. I definitely feel like I hope he protects himself. I hope Urban Meyer protects him. I hope they use him in a very minimal way. Please protect yourself, Tim Tebow. I do not want you to get hurt out there, even though it seems inevitable.
So Rich says, I hope Tebow kills the league. He got a chip on his shoulder. What chip on his shoulder? He got handed a job for an NFL team after not playing in 12 years.
I don't know what chip.
Yeah. This man gets what? At least a $500K a year contract. At least. Probably more than that. Just after not playing in 12 years, when he retired from the minor leagues in the MLB, what chip on his shoulder? That ain't privilege. I don't know what is. What chip on his shoulder? I want that chip. If that's a chip on his shoulder, let me get that chip then. What type of chip on his shoulder is that?
And now, Bomani Jones brought up a good point too about like, I don't know how true it is, and he even said that. Like he started with like, I don't know if this is true or not, but it's an interesting viewpoint on it. That like Tim Tebow was homeschooled his entire life. Literally, the only way he has friends, like just a social life in general, is through sports. Like the guys on his football team are his only friends. He didn't have outside friends outside of football, and so like without football, granted he's on TV and stuff like that. He just doesn't have that camaraderie. So maybe he's just missed that camaraderie. That's one of the main reasons he wants to get back. Of course, also to prove himself and to prove that he can do something else, like play tight end, transition from quarterback to tight end, prove that he deserved the Heisman and things like that. But I think that honestly may be a thing. I mean, the fact that like he just doesn't have a real social life, especially with him being so religious. With that baseball team he was on, with them going to strip clubs all the time, I just don't know how he fit in there as well. So I'm pretty sure he just wants the social life and camaraderie of being on an NFL team again.
He went to the University of Florida. If he can't fit on the baseball team after going to the University of Florida, I don't know how I don't know how he can't fit in.
Yeah, that was
this dude was on a team with murderers, head cases. I don't know how he couldn't fit in.
Nito brothers, your tight end. What's his name again?
We shall not speak of his name because we all know who we're talking about, so we don't need to speak of his name.
Dang. And Percy Harvin. And they had a lot of guys on that. That team was wild, bro. He just didn't fit in at all.
So if he couldn't, how can't fit in with the Mets minor league team if he could fit in with that University of Florida football team? That's all I want to know.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He just misses football camaraderie, bro. That's the way
I could see that. Like he does strike to me as a person who probably was homeschooled his whole life. Just listening to interviews, listening to him talk, because he's all about football. He's all about his religion, and he doesn't really talk about anything else. So I can see that. Yeah,
it shows. It shows he's been homeschooled his entire life, and I mean that's not necessarily a bad thing, but you can just see that like that's where his yearning for like a more social what's it called? Dang, I'm thinking of the word more social encounters and to be able to hang out with people again and things like that. That's football. That's football for him. Percy Harvin was Percy Harvin was different in college. He was so different.
And Smokes, I agree with you. Yeah, he is a legend of Florida, one of the best college football players of all time. Definitely a legend. Like during my childhood, like it was fun to watch. Yes, 2 national championships. That you're true. That's true. But that was how many years ago? It wasn't like this was 2018 and they're just handing him a job just to see what he can do. That was like what, 2007? 2008, if not even earlier than that. That was a long time ago. Like this dude is 33 right now. A lot of players in the NFL retire at this age. That was a long time ago. And he ain't even playing his position. He's playing a completely new position. 12
Yeah, that's
years
not an
removed
easy
from the
position to
sport.
learn, bro. That's not even wide receivers struggle moving the tight end. That's a difficult transition to go from quarterback to tight end. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Again, like you said, and like Bomani Jones and them talked about, Logan Thomas was a 5-star tight end coming out of high school, and they just forced him to play quarterback in college. Then he went back to tight end. It's not like he's this good at tight end, and like he just never played tight end in his life before we brought him in to play tight end, or the Lions had him before us to play tight end. It's different. Like he's literally just now playing tight end for the first time in his life. And I see your picture, TMS, that Hall of Fame. I don't know who edited that. I hate it. It's like a little picture of Tim Tebow with a Hall of Fame jacket on, but it's literally just a square picture of a Hall of Fame jacket on top of him. It's not even like photoshopped in.
They might
like
sign him into the Hall of Fame too.
Nah,
might give him a 5-minute spot to the Hall of Fame too at this rate.
So he's not playing tight end. He's going to be a short yardage
gadget
gadget guy. That's his best opportunity right there, being a short yardage gadget guy. But at the same time, he's not even the athlete of a Taysom Hill, who I feel like is overrated athleticism-wise. Like, struggle.
Exactly. That's what we were saying. That's why I was named Bernard Robinson, named Terrell Pryor, Braxton Miller. These are all former quarterbacks that are more athletic and were more athletic even in college than Tim Tebow that can do that job better than he can. So why does he have that position? We can even ask whether Taysom Hill at that position, but at least Taysom Hill has been productive doing that.
So you know now what you know, or what you're good at. Clearly who you know. And yeah, I saw that play too. Yeah, it was on Mark Sanchez because the throw was bad. And then Tim Tebow just never even turned around. It was bad. It was just ugly. That was a really ugly play. Both of them deserved to be benched after that.
Sanchez and Tebow. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, man. We had the Sanchez experience for a little while too. That 2018 season. It was bad, bro. It was. I think he had like 3 picks, and we benched him for John Johnson. Who ended up actually playing pretty well, but off the couch.
Astonishing. You are trying, John Kuhn. John Kuhn was a monster. He will not be John Kuhn at all. John Kuhn is like 260. John Kuhn can do everything. He can block. He can catch. He can run. He will not be like John Kuhn. Look at this man. Look how big that guy is. He is not going to be this guy. You are trying, John Kuhn. Oh, my goodness. Not even close. Not even close.
No, this is going to be really fun, though. I mean, at the end of the day, on the fan side, I have no complaints. It's not like he stole one of my jobs. If I'm a football player, of course I'm upset, especially if I'm a tight end that's been working at tight end my whole life, and I'm better than him right now and have the potential to be better than him in the future as well. But he just got the job because of who he knows and not what he knows. But as a fan, I'm here for it. This is going to be really entertaining. It's something extra for them to talk about on ESPN. It's something to look forward to in the preseason. As far as like anything besides burgundy and gold, I actually have something else to look forward to in the preseason. So as a fan, I mean, this is going to be fun. Again, I'm worried because I think he's going to that target on his back is going to be something serious.
I'm getting my popcorn.
Yeah, but I'm excited as a fan, but as a football player, I see why they're highly upset. As a football player, I am extremely upset. If I'm the opposing team, I feel like you tried me by even throwing him on the field. You take us that type of seriously to where you feel like this guy can play against us, and then on the team, like if especially if I'm like one of my buddies is a tight end that didn't make the team. Oh, I hate Tim Tebow right now if I'm a player. My boy Iraq Lobster, man, appreciate the donation. With my clapper thing. Thank you.
Thank you for Tim Tebow got signed by the Packers after Aaron Rodgers was mad that they released that one dude. How would Aaron Rodgers feel? Remember, I forgot that dude's name, but apparently Aaron Rodgers is not happy that they released him, and that was the final straw for him to wanting to leave to the Packers. Think if they signed Tim Tebow instead of him.
Yeah, they just trying to force him out. They're like, yeah, we don't like you. They're basically saying we don't like you without saying it out loud. He said, first of all, he wasn't given a job. He's given the opportunity to earn a job. He may not even dress on Sunday. Nah, the fact that they already signed him and we don't even know if he's good or not. Yeah, he signed to a contract.
He got paid.
I would agree. I would agree if it was a tryout. Yeah, he's already gotten paid. Yeah, I would agree if it was a tryout. I'll be with you. But he's already literally on a contract and expected to make the 53-man roster, even though he wasn't the 53 best guy out of their 90-man roster. Otherwise, I would agree with you, but nah, he was given a job. He didn't even, I think I remember seeing some clips. He didn't even look good doing whatever the drills they had him doing. It was literally just, hey, man, let me get this job real quick. I'm not qualified, but, rock with me for the one time. He has a try. Yeah, and he had a tryout. And I mean, I guess you could say he earned the job off that tryout. But again, he didn't even have a good tryout. From the clips I saw, it wasn't even good. I think that it was just formalities. They're just going through the motions. Before we give you this job, let me at least make sure you're not running on one leg. Let me make sure you're at least not handicapped. I think that's all. All he had to do was do the bare minimum. Show that he can walk with both his feet at the same time and be able to drink water. Yeah, make sure that his vitals check out. I think, yeah, but it's going to be really interesting. Again, as a fan, I'm all for it. I'm here to watch the entertainment. I'm going to be squeamish watching them because I really don't want him to get hurt. I think it's inevitable because of the target on his back. But as a player, I'm mad. As a fan, I'm happy. It's going to be fun to watch. That would be fun. What's it called? Y'all remember the shorthand pick? Sean Davis was paid $1 million signing bonus and never made our roster. I mean, yeah, but like the way this is going, as bad as because at least Sean Davis showed you something. As bad as Tim Tebow is, if they're even starting all of this chaos and this, if you could call it a distraction, he's making the roster. Like, unless he's just like can't walk on two legs, I think he's making the roster, honestly. Because otherwise, why go through this? Why not just give him a tryout and maybe like he could be on the 90-man roster? But why is he like projected to make the 53? I don't know. Maybe my information is wrong, but we'll see. Jaguars lost a lot of games on purpose last year. Oh, of course. They did an onside kick in the first quarter. Yeah, they were super. What's good, Carl?
If they're making these signings, they're not trying to lose games on purpose now. They're just trying to lose.
Yeah, they just it's not even on purpose. They just losing. Jags need a real tight end, not no average QB playing tight end. What's good, Carl? My boy Carl Mitchell in the building. We got
average. You're giving Tebow credit. Average.
Yeah, average is a little
very below average.
He talked him up. You can definitely argue he was one of the worst quarterbacks we've ever seen play in the NFL. He was entertaining to watch, though. Again, I don't want to hate on him. I'm happy for him as a fan, but as a player, I'd be upset. I'm just speaking from a player perspective.
As a Patriot fan, I loved it when they beat the Steelers. I loved it. I was laughing.
That was a great day.
Y'all lost to Tebow, and we're playing Tebow. I was funny. That was funny.
Our defense is going to be number one. I agree. Our defense is about to be ridiculous. I want to bet money he doesn't make the roster, and if he does, he won't even dress. I hope so. I really hope so. All logic points that way, but I just don't see what's the point of even bringing them in at all for all of these distractions if you're not going to at least give them a real chance. But we'll see, though. I don't know. Maybe they did just sign them just for media attention and things like that real quick, because I don't know.
And the thing is, their team is so trash that they don't need the media attention. They need to be good. So what's next? They're going to be on Hard Knocks? What's next?
This schedule is wild. Texans, that's a dub. Broncos, that's an L. 1-1. 1-2. 1-3. 1-4. 1-5.
Yeah. Burrow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's Burrow, and I mean they Jamar Chase.
If he's not hurt by then that's an L.
So yeah, 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, 1-4, 1-5, 1-6, 1-7, 1-8, 1-9. 1-10, 1-11.
Kyle Pitts is a beast.
1-12. Yeah, 1-12, 1-13, 1-14. Whoo, that's gonna be a fun one.
2-2.
Trevor Lawrence versus Zach Wilson.
Nah, that's a 2. That's a 2. That's a Jags.
I'll get them the dubs. So we're saying 2-15.
But at the same time though, Trevor Lawrence is so good that I feel like they're gonna have more wins than that, just because they got a franchise quarterback now.
It's hard to bet against Trevor Lawrence. They may sneak a couple of wins.
They have to do the absolute most to fail. They got Travis Etienne and James Robinson out the backfield. And I believe they drafted some offensive linemen too. Like, they have to do the absolute most to fail. Because like what Smoke said, Tim Tebow might not suit at all, but like with Trevor Lawrence, they gotta do the absolute most to fail. I did say during the draft that they could make the playoffs with their team now.
Yeah, they have talent.
But
we'll see.
I just still not sold on Urban Meyer. Like, especially just after
it's a rough schedule. Like their division, and then like
that is ugly,
games. 49ers, Atlanta's gonna have a top 3 offense. They're gonna have a bottom 3 defense, but their offense.
Atlanta, talent-wise, are very good. They just never play up to their expectations. So you never know what Atlanta team is going to be this year. They could be good. They could be bad.
Yeah, exactly. I think the offense
defense is absolutely trash. Yeah.
The offense is gonna be top 5. He said I cannot root for Ty Law until he gets rid of that ridiculous hair. I used to love Ty Law in NFL Street and back in Madden those days. I mean, I hated him because he's Ty Law's hair. I don't even know what's going on with Ty Law's hair. On the different Chargers, almost underrated Week 1 game. They really have us playing at 1 p.m.
I've never seen Ty Law's hair. Like at least not right now. Like what's going on?
Oh, he talking about Trevor Lawrence. My fault. I'm tripping. I heard T Law. I thought Ty Law.
Yeah, I mean I'm a Patriot fan, so when I see T Law, that's definitely Ty Law to me.
Same for me, bro. I used to love Ty Law back in Madden and NFL Street days. When he cut his hair though, I haven't seen it.
Ty Law, Lawyer Malloy. Did he cut his hair?
Oh, until he gets rid of his terrible hair. Oh, my fault. I read it wrong.
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, his hair is bad. It's a brand. I mean, I hate it too. But it's a brand
right there. That's L'Oreal right there.
It's a brand. It's a brand. I hate it, but it's a brand. Oh yeah, we can't be doing this. I'd be mad if I'm a Jaguars fan and I saw that. Yeah, but it's a brand. I hate it, but it's a brand.
Imagine getting beat by a guy that looks like that. And that's going to happen. Yeah. You're going to get beat by a guy that looks like that.
Yeah, you take an L to this, man. You got to go home and rethink life, bro. You gotta change sports. You got to go play rugby or something because
not to be going to the same hair salon shops as his wife.
Because Troy Polamalu's different. You know what I'm saying? Troy Polamalu was different. Like, you can respect his. His was I can see why he's doing that.
He had that frizzy Samoan hair. That's like a Samoan hairstyle.
His hair fine. His hair is fine. This not fine. This ain't it. This Nan right here. This Nan for a thou wow. Rapunzel at QB. You rather have Herbert or Trevor? That's a tough one. I don't know because I mean Herbert. We haven't seen what Trevor Lawrence can do at the NFL level, but Trevor Lawrence potential is crazy.
Pretty much what Herbert has done that first year is what we expect Trevor to do.
Basically, maybe even better though. I mean, it's just.
I don't know. Herbert displayed unlimited potential. He displayed top 5 quarterback potential. So that's what I expect. Because Herbert statistically had the best rookie season of all time.
Yeah, and with a bad offensive line too. That's why they went offensive line. So
that's what I'm saying. If you were to do a redraft, it might be tough because Burrow was good too before Bengals mismanaged him. But Herbert might be the number 1 pick. Because you just think about, he has a much bigger arm than Burrow. He's younger than Burrow. Isn't he more mobile than he? Yeah, he's more mobile than Burrow.
I mean, at least tackle breaking because he's bigger at the very least.
Yeah, he got the size. He got the prototypical size. He has everything you want for it in a quarterback. It was just that he didn't perform. Really, like he just didn't perform as good in Oregon, but we just didn't take into account that how bad his team was around him.
Offensive coordinator was terrible. Receivers couldn't separate. It was bad. Offensive line was bad. I mean, it was just hard to separate him from that. Again, I acknowledged that when I thought he wasn't going to be good. I said the team around him was bad. I just didn't expect him to be that good in spite of his team after he finally upgraded. And he went to one of the worst offensive lines in the NFL, and that was still better than what he had at Oregon. So I know he can't wait for this year when he finally has
another draft grade on. If you want to do another draft grade on Justin Herbert, I'll bet you. Well, at least I'll put it like same grade as Trevor Lawrence. Like he's that good to me right now. Like in terms of potential.
Crazy. He's crazy. I would say Burrow's probably a little bit quicker. But if we're talking about overall mobility, like the ability in the pocket to break tackles and things like that and extend plays, kind of like Ben Roethlisberger shrug guys off, Josh Allen. I would say overall, Herbert, I'll prefer his type of mobility.
If we knew this type of quarterback Herbert was going to be, I'll give him the same draft grade as Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah,
like that's how I feel.
Rashawn Slater, Corey Linsley, and Brian Beluga. Yeah, bro, they weren't playing this season, bro. And Rashawn Slater should have never made it to the pick that they had. I forgot what pick they had. It was like in the 20s. I was surprised he made it that far. Or somewhere around there in the teens, 20s. I was surprised he made it that far. That was a great get for them. I know when he fell to their lap, they sprinted to put that pick in. They already had Roger Goodell on speed dial for that one. What's good, Joseph? Chargers had Rivers and Breeze, and they only made the playoffs once or twice last 20 years. Yeah, but the Breeze they had wasn't like the real Breeze. And then Rivers just showed us that, like, you know, in December he was struggling. Phillip Rivers' late season was terrible. But we'll see though. I think Justin Herbert is gonna eventually be better than Phillip Rivers, definitely. Ron is old, slow, so Montez is going to beat him all day. Oh, yeah, I definitely love our matchup against the Chargers. I mean, granted, they improved the offensive line, but our defensive line is still our strength and the best in the NFL. So it doesn't matter how good the offensive line is, we're still gonna win that. Herbert was super underwhelming in college, but scouting is about who's going to be the better pro, not who's the best in college. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I tried to separate how bad his offensive play calling was, how bad his receivers were, how bad his offensive line was, but it was still even my best to separate that. I was still struggling to project him to be as good as he was. But nah, for sure. I super agree 100%.
And I think that's a great comparison between like Herbert and Tua, because Tua had all that. He had the offensive line, he had NFL caliber receivers, NFL caliber running backs, and I know he did have that injury, which definitely set him back. But Tua was still no way a better quarterback than Herbert. But just because he had all of that, Tua was the better prospect in terms of the draft grades. And if it wasn't for that injury, he probably would have been challenging Burrow for that number 1 pick.
Yep, yeah, very true. It's really hard. It's really hard to know exactly what's the quarterback's fault and what's everybody else's fault. You can do a little bit, like with Trey Lance, you can see, like, you can separate certain things. Kellen Mond, you can separate certain things. But like Herbert's situation was like dire need, terrible, like one of the worst situations around a quarterback in college ever. I mean, just off of the fact of how good he looked playing behind a bad Chargers O-line versus how he looked in college just lets you know how bad Oregon was around him. Again, it's just really hard to separate that, though. Because, I mean, even then, sometimes he was just missing guys. But, I mean, like, once he finally had an offensive line that was at least slightly not terrible, not as terrible as Oregon, he could finally make some plays. Oh, and Wizards just won. Wizards clinch playing spot, owns the finals playing spot. They just won over Cleveland, and they eliminated Chicago from the contention. Okay, shouts out to the Wizards, man.
Oh, put out the NBA standings on there. Let me see who they're going to be playing.
Let's get it. I think they play the Hornets. We'll see, though. Let me see. NBA standings.
I know. I think Boston plays the Hornets in the play.
Oh, they do? And I hope the Boston, I'm not going to lie, Boston is boring right now, bro. They're underperforming. Jalen, my boy from Atlanta, Jalen Brown is out for season. I do not want to see them in the playoffs. I hate the root against the team. I
don't think they're going to make it. I don't think they're going to make it.
Yeah, it's ugly.
Scroll down so we could, and then see more.
Let me see. I'm gonna try to do like the actual article that breaks it up to see if they got the actual playing games. All right, current playing teams.
The thing is, though, that's not updated. Like, I feel like the Google one's like real time. I don't think that one's updated.
Okay, bet. Let me see.
Is this one updated?
Oh, they actually color coded it too. 7, 8, 9. I get. What is that color code? Do they have like a?
That's a play-in. The green's
playing position. So we gotta. So the Wizards just did it, so they gotta wait to update it. Okay. So these are the 4.
Wizards are playing the Pacers. That's kind of a favorable matchup for the Wizards. But yeah, Hornets are playing the Celtics. Hornets are winning that game. Celtics are a mess right now. But
boy, terrible, bro.
Once Hornets
Hawks
win,
are the 4th seed?
Yeah, Hawks are good. Hawks are good this year.
I thought the Knicks were a higher seed than them, like just a week ago.
Look at the record. Like, it's that close.
Oh, everybody's close. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. That's wild, though. The Hawks are out here balling.
I need Knicks to get another win because I know once they play the Bucks, they are not winning that series. So I need Knicks to get another win.
Yeah, I want the Knicks to play the Nets.
Exactly. That's what I want to see
want
too.
Knicks so I need Nets really bad.
But Bucks are hoping Heat does not fall to the 6th position. I know Bucks are hoping Heat does not fall to the 6th position at all.
They don't want to see them again. They do not want to repeat a last year.
Oh yeah, Smokesal was right because Herbert wasn't even a team captain for Oregon. So there was a knock on him for that. Like, why are you not the team captain but you're the star quarterback?
That's a great point. I forgot about that. Oh, my boy.
I feel like all that's overrated. As long as you're a good quarterback, you're a good quarterback. Then all that's overrated. Like, someone else can speak for you. Is Kawhi Leonard like a motivational speaker? No, but he can ball. So who cares? You got Beverly speaking or whoever's speaking.
Hey man, you got.
I know Lou Will was the team leader at one point when he was on the Clippers. Like, you gotta have someone else speak for you.
Lou Will though, man. Lou Lemon Pepper Will, my boy. We got my boy Alexander Wilson with the donation. Yeah, Chris Sims, he's either really spot on or really wrong. I love, but I respect
Chris
everything.
Sims also swore that Mac Jones is going to be the third pick in the draft.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, I mean, he's either super spot on or like super off. But I like Chris Sims a lot. I respect a lot of his opinions, and also, of course, appreciate the donation, and also appreciate my boy Carl Mitchell with the donation as well, man. I appreciate all of y'all. Definitely appreciate y'all for sure. Didn't even have anything to say, just super sticker. Oh yeah, y'all do need a healthy Bill, man. I do. I hope Bill comes back healthy. I think he's not going to play for the rest of the remaining regular season so that he can come back healthy. Miami's going back to the finals. It's for bold prediction. Knicks beat the Nets. Okay, I like that. I'm rooting for the Knicks too.
Knicks are not beating the Nets at all.
I'm rooting for them.
Nets could have Harden out. They have Kyrie out. Whatever. They're not beating. They're not beating the Nets. They're not beating the Nets. If at least one of them is playing, they're not beating the Nets. If at least one of them is playing, but it'll be fun. I want to see it just because even though there's still not as many fans as there could be, I just still want to see the battle for New York. I just want to see. I'm not even a Knicks fan. I actually usually don't like the Knicks, but I just want to see the battle for New York. It's just gonna be fun to see. So I need Knicks to get another win, so they could beat a 5th seed and beat the Hawks. So I think they could beat the Hawks in the first round. I don't think they could beat Miami, but they could beat the Hawks. So if they could beat the Hawks, we can get that Nets-Knicks series.
I really hope so. So right now, the Nets are slated to play one of those play-in teams, the one that wins the first matchup between the Celtics and the Hornets, I guess. I think that's how that works. Or something like that. And then whoever loses between the Celtics and the Hornets would play the winner between the Pacers and the Wizards, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, just like you said. So, let's say if Celtics lose to the Hornets, so Celtics will have a second chance, but now they got to fight for the 8th seed against the winner of the Wizards and Pacers. So, let's say Celtics and Wizards win, and then whoever wins Celtics and Wizards, they will have that 8th seed.
I'm not gonna lie too. With Jaylen Brown out, and if Bradley Beal comes back healthy, I have the Wizards beating the Celtics. I have the Wizards. I know that. I have the Wizards picking that 8th seed.
And I have Celtics going out in my bracket. I have Hornets number 7. I have Wizards number 8.
Mostly because this year with Brown.
But don't sleep on the Pacers, though. The Pacers are now a better team than that record suggests. I just don't really care for their coach. I just don't think they got a good coach. But they got talented players. So Karis LeVert is a 20-a-game scorer. He came back like at the end of the season. So like they're better than what the record suggests. Sabonis is an absolute monster. Malcolm Brogdon, Miles Turner, TJ Warren's out, but honestly, TJ Warren doesn't even fit in that team right now. So they're better without him. So Pacers or Wizards, that might be scary for the Wizards.
Yeah.
And I feel like defensively, they got players that can guard the Westbrooks and the Beals, at least size-wise.
Yeah, true. Athletic team. I mean, they would have been more athletic if they still had Victor Oladipo.
They're better off without him. LeVert's a better player than Oladipo at this point, at this stage of their careers.
Definitely scoring-wise, easily.
I really don't know why Rockets traded LeVert. They should have kept him. I don't know why they wanted Oladipo. I honestly don't.
Athleticism. This Oladipo has so much potential. Narration has been going for forever.
But Oladipo's like what, late 20s? Like LeVert is under 25.
Yeah, that is true. Karis LeVert is a baller, man. I was really sad to see him have to leave the Nets because he was balling for them, and I know he was kind of probably hurt by that whole trade situation.
You know what? I think LeVert was not hurt. I think he was glad that
he can finally shine now.
Because the thing with LeVert is he's best when the ball is in his hands. The thing with Kyrie and Durant is the ball is not going to be in your hands. You got to be an off-ball player. You got to be moving on.
James Harden playing the point.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
LeVert's a primary ball handler. Like LeVert is a primary ball handler, so he needs to be the focal point of the offense in order for it to go. And I'm not saying that smells like someone's going to guard Beal, but I'm just talking about size-wise. They got better players than usually like the average team that can match up with Beal and Westbrook, because Westbrook's kind of a big athletic point guard. They got Brogdon at point guard is like 6'5", 200. So they got like just size-wise bigger players that can match up with them. So it could be tricky. But I still got the Wizards winning just because the scoring power of Westbrook and Beal, I feel like will be too much, and the experience that they have will be too much for what the Pacers can handle.
Yeah, I hope Bill gets back healthy, bro, because I do really want to see the Wizards go as far as they can. Because again, you're already not about to get a lottery pick, so it's hey man, let's ride this wave to the wheels fall off.
I got Sixers winning in 5 after they get the play-in tournament. I got Sixers winning in 5, by the way.
Oh, the Sixers. I mean, as long as Joel Embiid is healthy, it's ugly. It's Joel Embiid.
Don't get your hopes up, Wizards fans. I got Sixers winning in 5.
Joel Embiid was the leading MVP until he got hurt. When healthy, you know what I'm saying, he would have probably had it over.
And then Ben Simmons. You got Ben Simmons starting one of them. Beal or Westbrook. You got a 6'10" Ben Simmons starting one of them.
Well, I'm rooting for the Wizards to go as far as they can.
Hey, this is what I'm saying. I got Sixers going to the finals. I'm still sticking to my guns, even over the Nets. I got Sixers going to the finals.
Okay. So that makes sense. I mean, that's good though. Like you have them beating the Wizards, but that's because you have the Sixers going to the finals. It's not like the Wizards are losing to some bums.
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not.
I just wanted to make sure I clarify that so everybody, make sure they, Shea isn't as big of a Wizards hater as he used to be.
I mean, reason why I said 5 is because I feel like there's going to be one game where Beal is going to go off for 50, or Westbrook is going to have like some super crazy triple double. So that's why I said
20.
Yeah, so that's why I said 5. But
I can see that.
It's going to be light work for the Sixers. I just gotta say it.
Man, you already know my boy Ant don't even have a chance, boy.
Oh, not but Anthony Edwards over the second half of the season, this guy came on. I don't know if it was
when they finally let him play in fourth quarters, man.
That too.
It was the coaching changes.
Yeah, like that. They're letting him play with Rubio and D'Angelo Russell all in the same lineup. Like he's been their best scorer at times, like even over Cat.
He's efficient, bro. Like 8 for 16, 4 for 9, 7 for 6, 2 for 9, 7 for 11, 2. No, where's the game he had like last week?
Like he's one of I think 4 rookies who have multiple 40-point games.
Yeah, he already surpassed some KG record. It's crazy.
Look
May
at 5th percentage.
7 of 22, 8 of 9 from 3. That one missed 3 was like a buzzer beater that he kind of just threw up there, bro. And it's different.
I'm saying it's not like he's taking a bunch of shots and being inefficient now. He's efficient. Like his shooting percentage was horrible, like before, like 35%. That was like 42%. It just jumped up. Like this guy's a definitely scorer right now.
He's still taking the same like kind of bad shots. Like he's taking step back threes still. He's just hitting them. Yeah, he's just making them now.
And this is why he was the number 1 pick. This is why he was the number 1 pick. This is why he was projected to be number 1 pick, because even though, like, even in UGA, he was kind of struggling too with his shot selection and everything. He just had too much strength, too much speed, and just like you just know, like he has the ability to make these shots. And he just looked like a guy that would be a 25 a game scorer, and he's showing that. He is showing that. Like, if LaMelo Ball didn't get hurt, I would say LaMelo Ball just lock for Rookie of the Year, but just the way Anthony Edwards is finishing the season, he might take the Rookie of the Year award now, just because he didn't get hurt.
But I literally watched this game with the 17 for 22, 8 for 9, even though the one missed 3 was like a buzzer beater, just heave shot. So really he went 8 for 8. I've watched this game 2-3 times already. Like that game was fun to watch live. I had to rewatch it, bro. He's just different, bro. I mean, again, that's the only reason I'm watching basketball. I catch a Westbrook game every now and then. Ant is the only person I'm watching every game that they play, at least since like April. Like early April, I've watched every Ant game. I got to.
They still got fire Scott Brooks though, regardless. Like they make the play in tournament, whatever. It's more because of the talent on the team, not because of the coaching. They got fire Scott Brooks. They got to. And like I said, and when they made this Westbrook trade, like, look, Westbrook finished the second half of the season strong, and that just pays that he was probably hurt first half of the season, like what Kendrick Perkins said. But like I said, is this what y'all want as Wizards fans? Do y'all want to be 8th seed? Y'all want to be 7th seed? Because I said when y'all got Westbrook, this is what y'all going to be. Y'all going to be a 7th to 8th seed team. Congratulations, y'all now a playoff team. but y'all gonna be out the first round. And what y'all gonna get? A 15, 16 pick. That's probably not gonna amount to anything. When you could get a top pick and get a player like Anthony Edwards right here. Especially in the strong draft like we have right now. Where you have 4 or 5 picks that could be legit franchise guys in this coming draft. So this is what I'm saying.
Fun.
I'm not being a hater. I'm being real. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to put y'all in the game. I'm trying to be real.
It's been a fun ride though. I mean, yeah. I mean, there's always that, but I mean, for the Wizards fans, again, I'm not a Wizards fan. I just love watching Westbrook. And then Bradley Beal, just a real one. Like, just not even just on the court, off the court as well. So I root for him as well.
Y'all see what Ken Bazemore said about Bradley Beal?
Oh yeah, we don't acknowledge none of them, bro. We don't acknowledge none of that, bro. We ain't even gonna speak on that.
I feel you. I was on Bradley Beal's side with that too. Like, why was Ken Bazemore of all people talking in trash about Bradley Beal? Ken Bazemore.
Man, I wish they played the Warriors.
This dude sold $18 million a year from Atlanta, and I still don't know how.
Yeah, nah, he had no nerve to be talking the way he was talking. And then it was like a cheap shot. Like, you got people out here. What did he say? Tearing ACLs. Yeah, pulling hamstrings to catch up. Yeah, like that. Like that wasn't even a real way to do it.
Who is Ken Bazemore?
I would respect it more if it's a more direct thing, but the way he said it, like it was what he said, how he said it, and then who he is. That it was 3 strikes, bro. I can't rock with it. I can't get it.
You can be supporting your teammate Steph and all that, but go here and just talk about somebody hamstring when it's hurt. Like, who are you? Well, it's not like you're even a starting caliber player anymore. You're a bench player for a team that would be the worst team in the NBA if they didn't have a Hall of Fame caliber player on that team.
Yeah, nah, man. Yeah, that's I couldn't rock with it. He said Bazemore has a real punchable face.
His face do kind of look annoying. Like it kind of do. It kind of do.
Yeah. Oh, and Justin, I saw your question. I think the Browns have a good chance. It's gonna be hard for them. That AFC is stacked, but I mean, I wouldn't say it's impossible like 3 years ago. But yeah, nah, I can't rock with how Bazemore went about that. And it's crazy too, because Bazemore is like really close friends with like our family. You know how we're all based in North Carolina, Windsor, North Carolina. He's from like that area. He knows our family and stuff like that, but I can't rock with him after that. I'm sorry. That just wasn't like that was just too.
Have you actually met?
Nah. You know me, man. I don't even care about meeting celebrities. I don't care who it is.
I don't care about celebrity. He's just a basketball player.
I always just slightly rooted for him just because of that connection, but like I have no desire to meet him. But now I can't rock with him after that.
You know, it's gonna be like on the street. Oh my God, it's Ken Bazemore. I'll be like, that's Ken Bazemore, right? That's all I'm gonna be like. Just walk along. Like, no one's gonna be like, oh my God, this is Ken Bazemore. Let me take a selfie. Like, no one's gonna be like that with Ken Bazemore.
I mean, there's some people that would, but it ain't me. Baze had blood since the 2017 playoffs one. But yeah, I saw that. Somebody brought up that clip. That's a really good point. Somebody did. I forgot about it.
I forgot what happened between them. I just remember John Wall.
It was like a foul. Let me go find it.
I probably vaguely remember that, but I just remember that series. John Wall was cooking the Hawks that whole series. That's all I remember.
Bill Bazemore and J-Mon, I saw it. The Nacho, yeah, I see that with the Cowboys. I saw that. Let me see. Let me go to videos. I don't care about the words. We already know that. Oh yeah, here we go. Right here. All right, so this is Bill on the dunk.
I remember that.
Bazemore fouled him.
That was dirty, though. So, yeah, I don't blame Bill for that. I remember that. That was absolutely dirty. Like, he was going to get the point. He was going to get the point.
And then Bazemore came and fouled Wall as well. He just keep hitting people in the back while they're going for open layups. Both of those plays were dirty. Both of these are dirty. Like, you're not stopping the play from happening.
That's an unwritten rule in basketball. You don't do that. That's an unwritten rule. I remember that. That's an unwritten rule. You do not do that in basketball. Like, pick up whatever. Like, NBA, you don't do that with basketball because that can cause serious injuries, especially if you're not really stopping them from getting the point. Because he knew he was getting the bucket. I remember
both of them were getting those buckets. It was a fast break. Nobody stopped them. They were both getting those buckets. That was just so, like, unnecessary. They could have both gotten hurt off of that. So I understand why it's up there and it's stuck there with Bazemore for them.
Can you believe Bazemore was getting paid $18 million a year that day? He was getting paid $18 million a year. I still can't believe it. He fleeced Atlanta. Oh no, I
Oh,
didn't get my Mac Jones jersey yet. I'm probably gonna hold off on that one. I gotta see.
hey, his haircut too. Where's his haircut, bro?
That's
Bazemore
what I'm
haircut make
saying.
me
He
mad,
just
bro.
looked
Too,
really
bro.
annoying. Maybe just because of
He
that
just looks
hairstyle.
annoying. Yeah, he's annoying. He's annoying.
He looked like a fake Chance the Rapper.
Oh, he kind of does. He do look like Chance the Rapper a little bit. Yeah, nah, he looks really annoying, bro. He has a really annoying face. I don't like the haircut. I don't like the face. He just makes me mad, bro. I'm ashamed to know that he has ties with my family in some way. That does not represent the rest of us at all. I don't rock with none of that. I don't even like the way he talked trash. That like sneak diss he kind of did. Like we know who he was talking about, obviously, but it's still like it wasn't as direct as I would like. I hate it. That was the salary cap spike year. Teams had to spend 80%. Yeah, wasn't that the same? Wasn't that the same like Mike Conley thing? Wasn't it the Mike Conley?
Y'all could have done better on Ken Bazemore.
I remember that. Conley, it was Crab, it was Bazemore. Yeah, all of them got big money. Yeah. What's his name? Not just Timothy Mozgov, another Laker. Dark Laker.
Luol Deng.
Luol Deng got big money that year too, bro. It was everybody ate that year. That was
he got year to be a free agent. He got Udonis Haslem minutes and got that contract.
Nah, speaking of Udonis Haslem,
we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. We got to show the clip. Show the clip.
You know that he hasn't played all season until that game. That was he got ejected 2 minutes
Legend. In. And not just that, he scored 4 points in those 2 minutes.
Oh, he scored 4 points in that 2 minutes?
2 of 2. 2 of 2. His role just on the floor, like he just probably told Spoelstra to himself, like, "Yo, Spo, put me in. I'll show Dwight something. Put me in. Hey. You know I don't play anyway. So put me in. I'll show Dwight something. I don't care about my text. So put me in. I'll take the text for the team."
He got ejected.
That was his job
until the season. He said, "Don't put OG in the game because he's looking to fight."
That's what his job. Like back in the 90s, there was players on the team just for those specific reasons, just so they could get the text, they could get the fights. That's Udonis Haslem's job. Like his job is really to be the coach on the bench, but hey, it was like, hey, I'm not gonna play anyway, so might as well put me in. And this dude scored 4 points too to prove that, like, look, he can probably still play the NBA, at least in the role.
Nah, first of all, that's a good point by Rodney that like we didn't even pay attention to. This was a blowout. Like this was a revenge game for Miami on the Sixers and everything. This is a straight blowout. But yeah, Udonis Haslem not playing with him.
I'm trying to say, what did Dwight Howard do for this to happen?
Dwight Howard just gets that reaction out of a lot of people. I'm not exactly sure what he does on the exactly. Like, we need some interviews because I got to know exactly what he's doing to people because he gets that out of a lot of people. Yeah, Haslam is the enforcer.
Speaking of Miami Heat punking out people, and shouts out to Rodney Ray on his Miami Heat. Speaking out to that, did you catch what Jimmy Butler said to Karl Anthony Towns?
Oh yeah, because I caught what Ant said in return.
And that too. Ant already knew to speak on behalf of Karl Anthony Towns because he know Karl Anthony Towns ain't going to speak back.
Yeah, Karl Anthony Towns ain't going to say nothing. I'm going to say
a 19-year-old rookie already knew that from the get-go.
I mean, he's from Zone 4. He's from the spots now. We should have already known.
We already know Anthony Edwards is about that, but just the fact, just put the perspective. You're a 19-year-old rookie. You already knew that 25, 24, 20-something-year-old franchise player. Franchise player has been here for like 6 years now. Ain't about that life.
Oh yeah, we did do that with Carl Towns.
But like the thing is, I thought Jimmy Butler really only had a problem with Andrew Wiggins. I didn't know he had a problem with Karl Anthony Towns like that too. Because he said call Rachel Nichols. Wait, I
didn't know that part. I didn't know Kat said call Rachel Nichols. I did not know that. So did he start it? Is Anthony Towns the one that antagonized it? And you already know Ant, bro. He said, man, there's some grown men. I mean, I can't cuss, but you know what I'm saying. Said it as Atlanta as possible, man. There's some grown men, dog. Like, there ain't even that much to look into for real. Like,
it's funny how a 19-year-old telling you, like, oh, this is a grown-ass man conversation. A 19-year-old.
Yeah.
And he's speaking on behalf of Karl Anthony Towns. A rookie,
the fact that he already knew.
Telling you that, yeah.
That's the funniest part. Like you pointed out, he's a 19-year-old rookie. Cat is a 25-year-old franchise player, been here for years. And the fact that it wasn't even like a Cat was about to speak and Ant cut him off. Like Ant already knew off top, just off jump, he was gonna have to speak up for Karl Anthony Towns. And look at Karl Anthony just chilling, smiling. Like, I'm sorry, that can't be me. Even if Ant started talking, I'd be like, nah, bro, let me handle this because I'm not about to go out like that. Karl Anthony Towns just isn't built like that.
Look, Karl Towns is a great player. So, but you know what? I think that's why they need Anthony Edwards because Andrew Wiggins wasn't that type of player. Jimmy Butler was, but Jimmy Butler was already established in the league. He wasn't going to deal with these kids. They needed Anthony Edwards. They needed that personality on that team because they were lacking with that. D'Lo don't got that personality. They were lacking that personality. They got that dog personality. And for someone who isn't like already the leader or already is like the alpha dog on the team because he hasn't been in the league yet like Butler, so he's not going to just bully them like Butler did.
Yeah, you're not about to bully Ant. First of all, not even just personality-wise, just the way he's built. He's literally built like a tall linebacker. You're not about to just bully. And then, like, again, the personality, where he's from and all of that. You ain't about to. Yeah. I'm not sure if y'all have seen it, but go check out Ant playing Cicadas, bro. That was a really funny Madden game. Like, the trash talking, Ant's cussing and everything. He's being 100% himself playing Madden. You can hear him and everything. And Cicadas, he's the guy that plays Madden and talks all the trash. Like, he gets a little personal with it. And Ant was like, you know what I'm saying? He couldn't really do much with Ant because, first of all, Ant was winning. And then Ant, you know, he was talking big stuff right back. He was popping his stuff. So that's a really fun thing that I feel like everybody should watch tonight if you haven't. Cicadas versus Ant in the Madden game. He said, yo, what's the rookie safety from the Canadian Football League? That is Nelson Lacombo, but one guy caught COVID, so including him, none of our 5 tryout guys will even get a chance to be on the team. So you might as well just go ahead and forget about him. I'm sad too, because I already started doing research on Nelson Lacombo, so that hurt me. How long y'all known each other? We've known each other since my sophomore year of college. So I was 18.
My junior year. So I was.
How long was that? That was like 8 years. It's like 8 years, right? Just about 7 years.
I was like 2021.
Yeah. It's been a while.
I was 20. You were 18. I was 20. I think.
Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, because my birthday's late. And your birthday's late with me. You're a week before me. Yeah. So exactly. Yeah. Rico, do you listen to Pooh Shiesty? Yes, I do. Not a lot. Like I said, I listen to more West Coast Detroit than anything else. I don't even really. I mean, I like Memphis. I like the fact that they, one of the very few cities that sounds different from Atlanta. So I respect them highly. And like they're authentic. Like I know what they rap about. They're not just making stuff up, and I appreciate that a lot. But I just don't really listen to much of anything in that hemisphere of sound. Joseph asked for us to review the J. Cole album. I haven't listened to it yet.
I haven't listened to it yet either.
I've been listening to straight Nathy Peluso all day, like all day and yesterday. I've been listening. I'll put it in the chat.
It's funny how we both are from the same school J. Cole is from, and we're just not big J. Cole
I didn't even
fans.
think about that. I'm
average J. Cole. Like, look, I don't think J. Cole is bad or anything. It's just like I don't go on my way. I'm not like Supreme Dreams or DC World with it, where it was like J. Cole, Jermaine Cole. Like it's just like, oh, it's J. Cole. Like I'll listen to it when I listen to it.
Catch it. Yeah, I say I'll catch it. I might listen to it at some point tonight, but I've been on such a Nathy Peluso. I've been listening to straight Argentinian R&B, neo soul, and rap like all the past 3 days. I know it's random Argentina. I know. Don't worry about it. Nathy Peluso mainly, but there's some other people out there. So I'm gonna get to J. Cole when I get to him. But I've been straight Argentina. Y'all know me. I'm random. I listen to everything. I listen to every genre, everywhere in the world. I've been on straight Argentina, neo soul, and rap and R&B for like the past 3 days. So I'm gonna get there when I get there.
And this is why Thibodeau also again to what Dex said, Ant is definitely the alpha they need. And the thing is, unlike Butler, Ant is not going to bully them like Jimmy Butler did. So this is why Thibodeau didn't work out. Because Thibodeau needs certain personalities for his coaching style to work. Ant didn't have that personality. Andrew Wiggins didn't have that personality. So it was not going to work out. It was not going to work out. All it just had was a frustrated Jimmy Butler. It was not going to work out. But it works in the Knicks because the Knicks got players with personalities like that. RJ Barrett might not be the most aggressive guy either. He's like laid back too. But just in terms of work ethic, he's like top of the league in work ethic. Mm-hmm. He's a guy that's always looking to get better. Julius Randle kind of got that dog personality with him. Emmanuel Quickly has a chip on his shoulder from being that second-round pick. And he's trying to prove to him, like, yo, I'm a player in this league. Derrick Rose got that Derrick Rose got that personality because he got a chip on his shoulder from every day trying to prove himself. And he's from Chirac.
You saw the way he was with that All-Star thing where everybody was dancing and goofing around. He was looking at him like, what are y'all like? What are y'all on? Like y'all y'all some little kids.
Yeah, so like they got players with that personality on the Knicks. So Thibodeau's coaching style can work. They got real ones. Thibodeau's coaching style could work with them. It works with them too well because even Thibodeau had to cancel a practice so they could stop practicing. Thibodeau of all coaches had to do that.
Yeah, Thibodeau of all coaches giving somebody a rest? Oh, yeah, nah. Because you already know Julius Randle's leading the league in minutes. I mean, that's a Tom Thibodeau thing. Like, that's just and one of his players is going to lead the league in minutes. That's just a Thibodeau thing. But no, I do like that distinction of the fact that, like, between Anthony Edwards and Jimmy Butler, where, like, I like the fact that Anthony Edwards is a super real one, and you ain't going to try him, but he's also not like an attacker. He's not a starter. He's not a bully. Because most of the real people just in general usually aren't the people starting stuff anyway. And I like the fact that Ant has that demeanor. Like nobody in the league gonna try him. But at the same time, even with that power, he doesn't bully other people. And I love that. I respect that highly. I love guys like that. So that's another reason I like Ant so much.
Yeah, Butler works when you're on a team with people who already got the elite work ethic. And who already just don't take anything back and will dish stuff back too. Like when Butler came to the Heat, they already knew. Take Hassan Whiteside out of here. Get Hassan Whiteside out of here. Get Dion Waiters out of here. They already knew. They already knew. Like, no, these guys are out. We're not even gonna risk this. They already knew that.
And Dion's a real one, but he's like the opposite, where he's just too cool for school.
He is, but he also don't got work ethic. Yeah,
he's too cool for school type of real one. He prefer to fight. He prefer to go out to the clubs. He don't want to practice. So he the opposite side. He don't want none of that.
Don't got work ethic, but he also got that personality that Jimmy Butler doesn't like as well. So that definitely was going to work out. Yeah.
Man, was talking about trying to get his 2K rating up after a game or something like that. Jimmy Butler would have been highly upset.
If D-Wade already had problems with Whiteside, Butler is. So
it's going to be worse.
Yeah, so you already get him out of here.
I'm flying through One Piece in 19 days. You watched 300. Okay, how you feeling about it? I love One Piece. One Piece is one of my top 10. Yeah, he flying through. One Piece is addictive, bro. One Piece is so great. People got to stop sleeping on it. Like people, I know it's a lot of episodes. People always say it's so many episodes. How good it can be? Are they just spamming content? It's just a bunch of filler. No, One Piece is a top 10. Like it's great. Like I can understand how you just ran through 394 episodes in 19 days because it's great. I think you're caught up to me. I'm in the 500s. My fault.
Well, Ronnie Ray says crazy Cam Reddish just to give Ant's AU team buckets when they were playing. Cam is barely playing. Well, Ronnie Ray, Cam's actually hurt. Cam Reddish is hurt, but even though when he was playing, he wasn't really that good. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with Cam Reddish. Ant even admitted that in the video. It was like a video where, behind the scenes, they were interviewing Ant. It was like other people, too. It wasn't even like the media. It was like just him chilling with other young basketball players. And Ant was like, it was like, they asked him, like, who's the person that gave you, like, the hardest to guard you've ever gone against so far in your life? And he said Cam Reddish, and everybody was like, yeah, because somebody else said Cam Reddish, too. They were like, bro, Cam Reddish was like that. That's why he was still drafted in the top 10 because he did horrible for Duke. But just because who he was in high school, he was still drafted in the top 10 because of that potential. But there's something to be 6'9" and be a good shooter in high school when there's not many people 6'9" defending you. To be 6'9",
they're either too slow or too small.
Yeah,
it's you can really do.
While you're athletic, but your athletic is super athletic in high school. but being 6'9" and just athletic, like moderately athletic in college, especially with two players you're playing with on your same team who's more athletic than you, who's your same size, if not bigger, in Zion and RJ Barrett. So they overshadowed you.
That was rare. That's a rare situation. Cam Reddish could have gone to a lot of teams and been the most athletic guy, but when you was Zion and Barrett, it's just there's nothing you can really do. It's just RJ Barrett. There's nothing you can do.
And then you're going to the NBA where the person you're going against is 6'9". So being 6'9" is not being a unicorn anymore because you're kind of like average forward height now. And even though you could shoot in high school, your shooting good in high school is not shooting good in the NBA. It's actually will leave you open from three type of shooting. So which means you're not a good 3-point shooter. And while you're athletic, you're not as athletic as the guys you're going against. So it was just a little bit of that.
The league passed them. The league caught up to them and passed them.
And I don't think he just probably worked as hard to like keep up with it.
And
he's still young. He's like what, 21? He's still young. So
he still got time. Yeah,
he ain't looking good right now. He ain't looking good.
But he got time. And no, I do not think Patrick Mahomes is overrated. I love I would give
Wait, who said Patrick Mahomes is overrated?
He just asked.
About to say Patrick Mahomes is already, you can argue, the most talented quarterback we've ever seen in the NFL.
Yeah, I love Pat Mahomes.
The most naturally talented quarterback we've ever seen.
Y'all know I'm team franchise quarterback. I know a lot of y'all we'll figure it out. Well, if we have the best defense, we can win a Super Bowl. I'm not that guy. I'm straight. Please give me a top 12, top 10 quarterback, please. So you already know off of that, I want Pat Mahomes. I'm high on any of these top guys. Yeah, I'm straight. We need a franchise quarterback to win a Super Bowl. I mean, having a great defense, we might have a flash in the pan. Maybe Ryan Fitzpatrick can take us far, but I want that. I'm hoping we get Malik Willis in the draft. We'll see, though. That's if Malik Willis ends up getting better, though. I mean, Malik Willis from last year, I'd be afraid to take him, especially in the first round. But I'm assuming next year he's going to get better.
You know what funny thing is? I actually have a video that I'm going to upload tonight, by the way, that I already recorded, a podcast. By the way, I already had like a few episodes on my page. I don't know if y'all checked my page. I already had a few episodes.
Okay, we have to pull it up right now.
But I already had a video. So the reason why I haven't uploaded the bit is because my co-host, just had work problems. So we just couldn't do a show. But yeah, we did one. And I'm gonna upload it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But it is 10 p.m., so we about to do it out of here. I got to take the dogs out. Now, I didn't even wrap up everything I was supposed to be working on. My alarm went off at 7:55. I just ran inside and got the stream together, text you and everything. But I still got to go back outside and get everything together. So I'm about to go ahead and dip up out of here. But yeah, man, y'all already know, man. Y'all got to subscribe to Seyi, bro. There's too many people in here for him not to have more subscriptions.
Yo, I'm dry. Oh my goodness, I'm dry.
We gonna get you right, man. Matter of fact, at the end of every show, we need to promote you. How about that? We need to make sure, remind me at the end of every show, we need to promote you. Who's the best female rapper? I like No Name a lot. I'm not talking about all in history. I'm talking about right now. No Name a lot, Snow the Product, and Amaretta. Those are my three favorite. And then there was some other girl I saw, but I forgot her name.
I like right now.
Really good.
Right now, No Name and Lil Sims.
I don't know who Lil Sims is. I got to get hip then. Saying for 9 months that it was impossible to get a franchise QB outside
okay,
of the top 10. I said it's harder.
Lobster. Whoa, I probably want to say I need some wetness. I don't want to say that. No, definitely not. But yeah, I know what you mean, but I don't want to say that.
And no, Smokes, it's harder. That's what I've been saying. And even then, I never said it was impossible. I said it's way more difficult, and I don't want to take the chance. And even then, Malik Willis, I think we're probably going to have to trade up into the top 10 to get him after this next season he's going to have. So my stance still stands the way it is. Tierra Whack, I've heard her name before. I feel like I've heard a few songs, but I haven't, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely for me, off memory, without doing a deep dive into my brain, Snow the Product, No Name, and Amaretta. It went from the sack to Shay's back. Tierra Whack gave. Wait, what is going on? Rihanna doesn't even rap. But yeah, man, we about to go ahead and dip up out of here. It's 10:04. I appreciate y'all. We're finally back. We'll be back next week as well. Y'all already know every Friday, 8 to 10 p.m. Shay, you want to say anything before we dip up out of here?
I mean, you're talking about if we drafted Herbert and threw for 31 touchdowns and 10 interceptions with this defense. I mean, y'all didn't draft Herbert, so why y'all talking about that? Y'all drafted Herbert. Y'all want to have Chase Young. So, hey, stop with the hypotheticals. Your quarterback is Ryan Fitzpatrick and Taylor Heineke. Get used to it.
Next year's draft is probably gonna have 20 quarterbacks. Yeah, we'll see. But we'll see. He said every Friday or once a month. No, we're getting back to every Friday. It was just the week before the draft, during the draft, of course, because I was streaming the second and third round, and then the week after the draft. But we're back to every week. He says easier, but I mean, I see that it's easier for you to. We may have to give up more value, like to move up to 11 to get Justin Fields versus where we're going to have to move up to get somebody next draft. We're going to have to give up more picks, more first-round picks and things like that. Hey. But at the same time, we value those picks less because I agree we'll have less holes to fill.
Hey, Christian Miller, my quarterback Cam Newton. I don't know what you're talking about. My quarterback Cam Newton. Said my quarterback Cam Newton.
What is Lakeia? Is that a rapper? No, I got to write down all these people. Who is Lakeia?
Yeah,
I'll check out Lakeia. I wrote that down. I've never heard of that.
But y'all gotta check out Lil Sims. Lil Sims with SIMZ. She's a British rapper, but she's fly.
Like you told me before. I bet. Yeah, I wrote all of that down. After I'm done listening to Argentinian music, I'll get there. Lakeia Fire. Heineke about to break out like Kurt Warner. That'll be dope. I appreciate you, HTTR, a lot, man. I appreciate all of y'all, man. Again, we'll catch y'all. Y'all already know I live stream every Sunday for a couple of hours. It may be a call-in show. I'm not sure yet. But we'll definitely catch y'all for the broadcast show every Friday, 8 to 10 p.m. We will be back next week. I promise y'all. No more canceling. It was just around the draft. I was busy. But now we're back to the regular schedule program, and we'll catch y'all next week. We are out.